What's up, Randy C? Well, there's YouTube showing, and can't tell if Twitter's going or not. Checkity, checkity, check. Sorry for the delay, gang. Had to do something. Let's see. Twitter posts. YouTube's live. Make sure Twitter's live correctly. See if we can get a chat here. Oh, I need my YouTube chat. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy NFTuesday. How the fuck are you now? Heck, I said heck. Are you now? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm getting my stuff set up here. Apologize for the delay. But I had to take care of some business real quick for a friend. Let's check and see if this Twitter is live. What's up, Walking Miracle? Priscilla, Tier 1, 64 months. You guys seen Priscilla's exclusives for NYCC? Fire. Absolute fire. And I see what you did, Priscilla. Yeah, Priscilla. I hope you have. She just magically waves a wand and they appear, and then we all, yay! Yeah, they're fire. Great job, Priscilla, and way to go with the co-branding with the Simpsons movie. Very, very impressive. You haven't seen them, old Mankey? Well, we can solve that. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Let's take a look. Going over to the browser that's not showing. I had to reinstall or clear the cache and clear a bunch of stuff, so God knows what's broken and what's working. It's absolutely insane what happens when you update a computer or don't. And oh my God, come on, seriously. All I did was switch the source and switch back. I am so sick of this crap. Why is it so complicated, man? Why can't we just update Windows and be okay? It doesn't work that way. Oh, yeah, safe to assume everything is broken. I've updated Windows and some drivers, and we're all screwed now. Here's some of the most recent posts from Priscilla, and I don't think she's done. She might be. But we got a new Toratai coming your way with some sweet treats, LE 6 pieces. And I believe this one is at her booth, $90 a piece. These are designer toys, and I've been telling Priscilla for a while, raise that money up, make them more expensive, while other people will be like, why? I'm like, make that money. She's making these things by hand, y'all. These are amazing. They always come in great packaging. They usually come with like a little card or certificate to tell you what mint number you got and that it's real and all that. So amazing. With $7 a pop, she's got 2 exclusives. She's got an enamel pin that's a different, that's the glow-in-the-dark version, I believe. I could be backwards on that. Maybe the other one is. But then she's also got one of her new figures that she did in conjunction with $7 a pop. Now, remember, let's see. Yes, green is glow-in-the-dark, and the yellow one doesn't glow. So this is the green taxi pin here. Let's make it big. And she's got all of her characters in there. LE 100. I like that font too. That really feels like old school hand stamped numbering. I love that. But more importantly, her new line of vinyl figures that she's done with $7 a pop with a new mold. She had pre-orders at San Diego Comic-Con, and we just got an update that those pre-orders are in production and will receive them soon. Probably after New York Comic Con for sure, but then there will be these at New York Comic Con, and some people are like, well, how do you get the October New York Comic Con before you get the July San Diego? Well, it's all about manufacturing and the cost to get it there. And if you're a fan and a friend, you don't mind waiting a little while longer. It's well worth the wait. So we're gonna get this dope red and black, like Halloween style Sune with the little Dracula, little blood drip right there. I personally have no problem waiting. Well, I'm gonna get this for sure, and I'm gonna have the first 3 of all of her figures. I can't wait to have them in. Yeah, this is amazing. I love this. I love the logos on the sleeves. So cool. So very cool. So that's what another thing she's announced. She's got a Sune with the donuts inside, another sweet Sune. And look at that, every one of them is unique. This is LE 17 pieces, $75 a piece, come with an LE sticker. Each piece has its own unique array of donuts cast inside, and that is at her booth, H13. Hey, we got a hype train going. Miss Jessie Star, tier 2, 64 months. We got this dope lightning bolt Sune that's got the clear like resin, and then you can see the little lightning bolts inside. As a fan of the Flash, I love this. They also kind of look like little leaves. I know they're not, but they kind of give me that like fall vibe. Problem solved. What's happening? How are you now? And then the toilet exclusive, of course. I'm just kidding. Here's a look at the. Oh yeah, she's got the other pins of Sune ninja style in the air with the graffiti spray paint cans in 2 different colors. There's 2 different variants. There's the LE 100 glow in the dark. Then there's the debut. So this one will be available after New York Comic Con in that colorways. But that LE 100 on the left, that's a New York Comic Con exclusive. Oh, I didn't notice this before. I like the New York Comic Con does offer a debut stamp or sticker, or maybe that was something you made and they approved. But I love that. And then, of course, we just looked at the one on the left is the LE 100 glow in the dark one, but the one on the right, which I just noticed the little logo up here of the Sune face in the lantern, but on first glance, I thought it was like Cobra from G.I. Joe. like you could totally do a Cobra right off that. That's awesome. Can we talk about the donut placement behind the Sune? I mean, we could. It's funny that people do this. You're not the only one, Jason. I know so many people that when they look at a photo, they automatically start looking in the background for like people photo bombing and weird faces. I don't do that. I look at the main thing. But those donuts do look yummy. Oh, really? You made the debut version and they approved it. That's so cool. So you're the debut of the debut. And others might use it one day. But all that amazing stuff she's got going at New York Comic Con booth H13, which Priscilla, that must be Artist Alley, right? So that's when you're in the Javits Center. Is that downstairs, or have they moved Artist Alley within the convention center? I've not been in. I want to say now it is 2019 was my last time. What's up, Uga? At New York Comic Con, and so that makes it 6 years since I was there last, and it's a bummer. I wish I could have gone every year, but the cost was just too high to justify it. Yo, Clint Crockett, Tier 1, 64 months. We're at a level 3 hype train. I'll be giving everybody a minimum of 300 Sully bucks. But if you gift subs or bits, that'll push the hype train forward. And I believe we're in the last days of September on Twitch. So if you gift subs, they come at a discount. I think no. If you resub or level up your sub for an extended period, I think that I figured you would, Clint Crockett. Then you get a discount. So now would be a good time to do that. And I think if you gift multiple subs, there might be a bonus sub that's gifted. So now would be the time. Now would be the time if you're willing to help me out. I appreciate it. If not, there are other ways you can help me, i.e. we'll talk about this in just a minute for those who don't know. Yeah, Walking Miracle, I'm switching things up and trying Firefox again today, so let me just turn that off. Chrome was starting to have more and more issues, so I'm trying a bunch of different things. Bama Willie, congrats again. What an amazing win. Oh, I'm so stoked. Yeah, to be able to go to New York Comic Con. And remember, this was for charity. So I donated, and I was happy to donate and walk away from that money because it's going to a great cause for Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. But I happen to be the lucky one, and so I'm going to honor that, and I made sure I'm going. I'm going to go for 2 days. I'm going to be there Thursday and Friday. I got a few things lined up, but mainly what I need to do is go through, because this came with not just the tickets to the convention, but awesome prizes from Priscilla and Butts on Things and a bunch of other artists that will be at the convention. I need to actually formulate a plan and figure out the booth numbers for everybody so I can get through all of them to make sure to get all my goodies. Thinking about it, like maybe some of that stuff has become Extra Life auctions and or giveaways, depending on what it is. I'm definitely keeping it like Masune. I'm getting a couple things, and Butts on Things, I probably want to keep that. But outside of that, I'm doing Thursday and Friday, Priscilla. Yeah, Friday I have a late flight out. Not late enough. I would have taken like a midnight one out if there were a red eye, but couldn't find one. Hold on, where do we finish here? We did get Hype Train. We got a new emote, the love, love, love emote. I'll share that so you guys can see it. That's true. Macy will want the Butts on Things. And then let me add points to you all for completing level 3, 300 Sully bucks. There we go for everybody. So yeah, I got to formulate that plan and figure out how I'm gonna handle it. Yeah, I'm only gonna be able to go for 2 days, Miss Jessie Star. The cost of the airfare traveling back on Sunday was much higher, or Monday even, and the cost of hotels there is absolutely ridiculous. Like, that is a huge city with a lot more hotel offerings than San Diego. But when you got the convention and you've got, regular business travel and you got regular vacations, it is a tourist destination. The hotels are very expensive. So yeah, exactly. So I had to make the best use of my money and my time. Also, Kelly couldn't go, which is a bummer. And I don't really need to spend 4 days away from her, living it up when I could be back here spending some time with her too. Yeah, Uga, I looked at all the sites. Trust me, I did the research, and I ultimately got a pretty decent deal on a hotel, but still crazy expensive. Plus, it all showed pricing. They're required to show the pricing for the whole thing up front. They didn't. I got everything booked, and when I got to the final step, it was an extra $100 for city taxes. That was on top of all the other taxes and fees. So, take yourself a $200 or $300 a night a hotel, and then just slap another 30% on top, just because they can. Let's see, who all do I need to say hello to? I'm sorry, I started this thing a little differently than normal. Devier, welcome. Randy C, Old Mankey, Allie, Grossinator, Punked 11490, both Jason and Punked. Thank you so much for the gift or for the subs. Randy C with the sub. Thank you, Randy C. I appreciate you. Red Ranger, Port 503. Monster Pete, what's up, Pedro? Red Ranger, I think I said. Mockin' Lazarus. Walking Miracle, I definitely said hello to. Thank you, Valor and Vellum, for the sub. Thank you, Misty, for the sub. Tier 2, 64 months. Can't believe it. Crazy. What's up, Nadu6? I'm catching up. Sorry, gang, I had to jump back up and then back down. Matthews Ranch, what's up, baby? I get to see Matthews Ranch in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, I think. No, 2 weeks from Thursday. 2 weeks from Thursday. SDME, what's happening? How are you now? Sorry, I missed saying hello earlier. Yeah, oh yeah, Priscilla, that's right. $7 a pop did send an email to everyone who pre-ordered at San Diego Comic-Con the new Sune figure, and we do get a free limited edition pin for being patient, which, you know, is the least we can do. So thank you. That's amazing. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Perplom solved. Hello, hello. You like the clear ones? The old Mankey, as getting to pick my prize from winning this thing, I was sworn to secrecy, but I saw those early on, and that was my choice. That was my choice. Still catching up. Misty said, I really want the LE3 Sune. It's the best one yet. I mean, see? I was saying great minds. Priscilla said, hi, I bought donuts from a local spot, and they gave me one free donut. Now, that's good business. That's good business. Clay Crockett, thank you for that sub. 64 months. I appreciate you. Priscilla confirms H13 is Artist Alley, which has been downstairs for a few years, I think. Yeah, that seems right. I thought that's where it was. I'm going to be busy for the foreseeable future. Like, we've got this weekend on Saturday, I'm going to a concert. A quick trip to the other side of Washington and back to see Alan Stone. Then Wednesday I leave for New York Comic Con. I get back Friday. I do have that weekend to get a couple things caught up on. Then the next Thursday I leave for TwitchCon, and then I come back. And then we of course got Halloween coming up, and I've got a big party that a friend of ours is throwing on Halloween that we'll be going to. So I got to get costumes and stuff together for that. Then November is going to be nuts with me going to Salt Lake City for an Extra Life thing, and then my birthday. And then Extra Life, and then Thanksgiving, and then we're into December. Like, it's just nonstop go, 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 and I don't mind it. I love it, you know. Miss Jessie Starr, of course, is here. Say hello to Ben for me. I hope y'all are doing well. Nadu said, email for boarding passes went out today. If you didn't get an email, check your spam. Everyone, thank you, Nadu. I appreciate you. We will definitely talk about this more in just a minute. Or you can get some extra stuff for Extra Life. I'm gonna look into it, Nadu. I am a little concerned about trying to get everything back that I won, because I don't know how to estimate sizing on everything. So that's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. I'm taking a poster tube, a big round, wide one, so that if I get prints that are heavy duty, I don't have to risk damaging them by rolling them. But I think that's the best transport method for me anyway. Cutie Beck, thank you for that tier 1 sub, 61 months. I don't think I'll be printing any maps and using MapQuest. No, Jason, this is we left that behind us, sir. I may have to ship some stuff from New York. Yeah, that could happen. It'll be a jam-packed couple of days, absolutely. Boo, no Kelly. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. And she's bummed. She's having serious FOMO and it hadn't even started yet. She's like, you get to go have all this fun. I don't even get to go. I was like, well, maybe we'll go next year. But honestly, with San Diego Comic-Con and Emerald City Comic-Con and Washington State Con, which is local but still requires, you know, a lot of effort, tacking on New York Comic-Con on a regular basis for both of us means there's no money or time left for any other kind of real vacation. So unless something changes and I end up working for some company within the industry, I just don't think it's too feasible. Punk said those fees are killer. They do the same thing in Vegas and wonder why tourism is. Yeah, you're right, Punk. And the last time I went to Vegas, not only do they do that, they fully charge you like up front for the hotel room plus like a huge deposit these days. So man, they hit your card hard. It's kind of ridiculous. What happened to the days of put the card down with like a $100 deposit and then they charge you for everything at the end and you get your deposit back? You know, like it's crazy. Yeah, Miss Jessie Star, I looked into that and the savings I don't think outweigh the pain in the butt of doing that. I like having a walking distance hotel, although I am a half hour from the convention center. I can still take a quick Uber or local transport or whatever to get there, and it just works out better. Especially considering Thursday, I've got to leave my stuff at the hotel, or no, Friday, I've got to leave my stuff at the hotel, go to the convention, go back to the hotel to get my stuff, and then get over to the airport to fly out on a Friday afternoon. I don't want to add any potential trouble to that, and maybe I already have, but we'll find out. Nadu said, did you see the Magic the Gathering Extra Life cards this year? They're all made out of Play-Doh. That's dope. I did share that, and I wanted to for sure look at that. Good call, Nadu. I'm still not caught up with the chat, but let's... Here it is. Omi posted this. Now through November 9th, you get 50%, or no, you make a purchase of these Secret Lair Extra Life cards, it's a Play-Doh collab, and 50% of all the money earned, all the proceeds, goes to Extra Life. So let's take a look here. This is really cool. You can get a Squishful Thinking Foil Edition for $49.99. Squishful Thinking Edition $39.99. There's of course they have the Secret Marvel and Secret Lair and Marvel stuff up right now, but 50% of all this where it says philanthropic drop all goes to Extra Life if you order between now and November 9th. This is really cool. I've never ordered any of these before. Is this a limited? It doesn't say it's a limited edition. Like, it doesn't have a count. But those are really cool looking cards. Those are really, really cool looking. Baker's Dozen is an old thing all bakers used to do. I remember that when I was a kid. Right, Uga? The days of just customer service add-ons of freebies, I think are done. I don't think we get a lot of just free extras from big business. I think local businesses are better at it for sure, and a baker would probably be under that. Artists, I know, like when somebody orders from me on Whatnot for the first time, I try to include a sticker that I normally, would charge a few bucks for, stuff like that. Priscilla said all my prizes will be pretty small. That's good. Priscilla said it'd likely be $7 a pop or Stormy Vault that might give you larger size stuff. And I welcome it. I'm not going to complain. It's just the logistics and dealing with it, and the time that dealing with that might take away from doing stuff at the convention that I really want to do. I did get in on Friday and managed to snag a panel. I'm going to be going to the Running Man panel, which I'm excited about. It's Edgar Wright directed the film. He's one of my favorite directors. He's going to be there, as well as the lead guy from Twisters. I can never remember his name for some reason, but I really like him as an actor, and he was in Top Gun. Matthews Redding says, and those cons and vacations aren't getting cheaper. No, they are not. Here the Revenge says, when I rent cars, I have to put down a $250 deposit. I mean, these guys, they got to protect themselves. I get it. Here the Revenge says they are limited edition, but it doesn't say numbered. And I'm fine with just saying limited edition, but I'm all about, when it comes to the supply and demand, as I always talk about here, I'm all about give me the details when it's like a set of LE 10,000 or LE 5,000, something like that. And I don't see that information anywhere in here. So I don't know how limited is the problem. It's print on demand till the end date, says Nadu. You sure about that? It says all orders made within the sale event window will be shipped. But it doesn't say it's a Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that anywhere in there. Did you read that somewhere else, or are you assuming that based on the wording there? Because that wording there doesn't tell me that. Oh, nice, Jason. That's awesome. Yeah, Glenn Powell, that guy. Yeah, he's going to be there. My brother and I did a podcast. I love the old Running Man, the original Schwarzenegger film. And I'm looking forward to this because the trailer I've already seen for this Running Man definitely is more true to the book, and it's a different story with the same name, but in a way that's going to work, not like what they did with Point Break, because I should have never used that name for that reboot or remake, whatever you want to call it. Savage says, I have a vendor that puts Lego minifigures in their delivered packaging. So much fun. That's amazing, because there's some real value in some of those eventually, too. Priscilla said, was it someone here who's in charge of the VFriends socials? Well, I don't think in charge of all of it, but on the team for sure, Shep 52. They're not numbered, but secret layers are MTO. Help me out there. MTO, made to order? Well, that needs to be in there then. That needs to be in that description. That's a key selling point, I believe. If you think about it, everything is limited edition until they print more. Well, and companies can get away with that, but I think in this day and age, especially in collectibles, you have to say, you need to be careful anyway. You don't have to do anything. But it's better to say, this is the only time we'll print it, or first print run, or whatever, designated as such. Because you see what happened with Hot Topic and Entertainment Earth in the Pops. They made too many, and they kept, as people call them, reprinting them. I don't think it's the right terminology, but they did additional waves of manufacturing, and that brought the price way down. So we don't, as collectors, we don't trust them anymore. Hear the Revenge source. I play the game. Well, that's not exactly a receipt. I mean, I love that you're giving me the info. I appreciate that. But I need printed receipts. I'm pointing at the browser. Yeah, Jason, VFriends has been killing it on social. As I told Shep, like, they're doing a great job of interacting with people, not necessarily because they're following VFriends or they're sharing VFriends stuff. They're just going around looking for people that are talking about New York Comic Con or whatever, really. And just saying, like, oh, hey, glad to see you're going to the con. If you got time, swing by the booth. We'd love to see you. Like, they're creating this, they're creating a community and saying, let's get together. Let's be part of one big thing. They're not saying, hey, check out our exclusives. They're not saying, hey, buy this thing. They're just saying, come on by. Nadu said, I know because I order from Secret Lair every month. It's print on demand till the end date. If it wasn't, it would sell out within a few hours. Used to be print on demand, which was 1 month long, but now they changed it except for the Extra Life products. Okay. Again, I'd like to see it in writing, but it's good information to know. Yeah, I saw that interaction with you, Priscilla. That was really cool. Nadu said people have been clamoring for them to go back to print on demand because then you get the products and the flippers and bots don't get the majority of the allocation. Same problem we're always talking about. Yeah, the flippers and bots are necessary. Not the bots, but the flippers are necessary in order to help set the value of products, right? If everyone bought just held, there'd be no value because we'd have no record of any sales. You need a percentage, but ideally that percentage would be very small, 10% at most, right? Less would be better. Somewhere between 2 and 5, I think would probably be more ideal. But we live in an age where people are trying to make money any way they can, and it's pretty easy to set up some bots, get on a page, buy some stuff, turn around, flip it, sell it on eBay, Mercari, whatnot, whatever. And I applaud the initiative, but the companies need to take the stance in order to stop this stuff. Funko took a step with the you got to use your points to have access to buy, and that's great. But like for people like me, I spent a bunch of money. I forgot to turn my lights on. I spent a bunch of money on Droppp, and I got nothing for that. As far as credit and points to be able to participate. And also I buy from other retailers. I don't buy from just them. I would buy from Entertainment Earth. I would buy from Hot Topic. I would buy from GameStop, and I get nothing on Funko.com for those purchases. So they effectively cut out a chunk of people that would be buying from them as well. And that's unfortunate, Jason said, I know I'll be stopping by VFriends. I didn't stop by at the National Card Show, but I'm curious like a cat. I see what you did there. Here, Vince says, Sully, it's in the About Us tab. Wait, so okay, I'm not making fun here, the revenge, but what I'm saying is from a marketing standpoint, I think they could do a little bit better on this. So I'm reading all this that's about the product, but in order for me to know that, I would have to go to the About Us tab, which is where exactly? All the way down here, and read that? That's not going to happen. I'd say 99% of customers are not going to go read that unless they're already familiar with the product. I'm glad the information's there. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint, you want to really push stuff like this, it needs to be written here, and it needs to be somewhere included in the graphics. Maybe it says it here and I'm not seeing it. I don't see it there. The cards look great. I love them. The marketing materials look great. I love it. I'm just saying it would be really good to include that. Yes, Randy C., the free NFT for today is themed around a very popular television show that I've watched a few times. Good animated show. I love it. It was a pretty easy one to put together and recommended by you, the community, because the new season just started, I think, Sunday. Yeah, there's that. And I already have next week's done, and I think next week's may be my favorite one I've ever done, if not really high ranking. So definitely don't miss out. Savage said, yes, VFriends chimed in on my NYCC post on TikTok and didn't even mention their presence at NYCC, so I shouted out their booth in the comments section. That is, Gary and the team get it. You interact with people not to push sales, but to build community. And building community leads to long-term fans who may not even spend money with you, but eventually they will. I haven't bought a single VFriends thing yet. But as soon as I have the money for VFriends stuff, I will be buying stuff, right? Because I just respect the hell out of Gary V. I love what he's doing. The secondary market on it is strong. It's hopping right now, and they just keep going. Plus, no points from in person at HQ yet, says Allie. See, another hurdle. Another hurdle. Welcome, Miracle. If you have more info about a product you're selling, included in the page with the product itself. See, and again, I'm not taking shots. I love that they're doing this for Extra Life. I'm just saying, from my brain as a collector looks for certain things, right? I would love to buy this just for the donation. I wouldn't even be worried about any kind of secondary market stuff. But as a collector, I always think about, okay, what are the things that make a good collectible? Licensed, limited edition, numbered, low numbering, if possible. And low numbering these days can be a few hundred, few thousand, not 10,000. That doesn't usually do much for me. I kind of start in my head going, well, that's too many. I'm not going to see, if and when I do need to sell this, I'm not going to see a return. These cards are beautiful, and I love that the money goes to Extra Life, so I may very well purchase. Savage says, Tech had to educate me on VFriends at last year's NYCC. The line was so long, and I wanted to know what the hoopla was all about. Right? See, there you go too. That's a thing that Brian Mariotti and Mike Becker both have done really, really well. And that is, they take from like the nightclub theory, or nowadays the viral food theory. You want a line out your door. You want to keep that line full. Funko has done that for forever. Since 2014, their booth has always had a line, no matter the convention, no matter where they're at, sometimes bigger than others. But that line creates FOMO. It creates demand, and supply and demand is what it's all about. I just came up with an idea I need to write down. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to come up with a name of something I can't tell you guys about yet. Working on another little side project, possibly. Priscilla said, Sally, if you get in early enough, maybe we can take a look at the booth on setup day. Yeah, I'm getting in Wednesday at 3:30. My flight's supposed to land, and then I'll get over to the hotel and check in. I would love to, I don't know if that's early enough, but I'd love to. Randy said, speaking of VFriends, if you get the NYCC gold and silver Jackos and are selling, please keep me in mind. I'm gonna try, but I didn't get Funko booth access, so I doubt I'm gonna get them. Oh, the dog has got to be let out. She wouldn't go right before the stream. She wanted to wait till I was working, and now she wants to go. So I'll be right back. Chuck. I don't even think it's because she needed to use a restroom. She saw a squirrel. An evil squirrel has invaded our yard. Bernard Bondin, yes, Bob's Burger. And Liz did post the link over there for everybody. If you're on YouTube, you can score the free NFT as well. You just fill out the form, and I'll airdrop that to your wallet. Be sure to make sure you're using a Wax wallet address. Don't use a Droppp wallet. I keep getting people sending me Droppp wallets. It's written multiple times. There's a giant red banner, and it says no.dp wallets. I can't send anything to those. That's a Funko only thing. No, Jason, I'm a sticky note kind of guy. No book, no notebook. I do put notes in my phone. I have a notes section for bigger ideas, but. No, Misty, no, we can't do a doggy door with her. She's in and out now, like, especially since the summer months, like 3 times an hour she's in and out. But the problem is, once we start getting rain, lots of mud. And she will not stop and wipe her feet, no matter how many times. She hates it when we wipe her feet, like with the towel. And she will just take it all on the couch. She'll just immediately deposit all the mud from the yard on the couch, so we can't do that. Got to protect the house. Yeah, those evil squirrels will get you. Here the Revenge asks a great question. What's the deets on Droppp? Well, that's true too. You can get those little collars that serve as like a key for the lock on the door, and I would get that, but no, it's too problematic with her. What's up, Sither Jedi? How you doing? So the question was, what's going on with Droppp? And before I go into the lengthy explanation, let me give the short explanation, because here's what you need to know. We have had no official word from Droppp that Droppp is done. Okay, that's fact. That is absolute fact. 2, the only bits of information that we know about Droppp is 1, they had some layoffs, which included several members of the Droppp team. That's over a month old now that we've known that. And 2, some people messaged in to ask Droppp about certain things, and they received an email back that said, in short, and you can look this up for the exact wording, we've had to let some people go. We have a smaller team, but we're still going to be facilitating the delivery of all your pops, and we'll still be playing, doing everything like normal with the snapshots, all that. And then 3, we have 3 pieces of information. No Droppp Arcade Season 3. They canceled Droppp Arcade Season 3. Those are the facts. Don't listen to anyone else. Don't believe anything in these videos. The only thing they're doing is speculating, and speculation is bad, especially when it comes to business like this. You can say, but they said based on what they think. There was an anonymous email sent from someone to a certain group that makes videos on YouTube, and they said that based on that, they think Droppp was dead. Speculation. And it was an anonymous email. Who's that from? Could have been an angry customer who just wants to see Droppp burn. Could have been somebody who just wanted to try and get a bit of, just to get the excitement of seeing someone read their email. It's a bunch of BS. And honestly, I hope that Droppp is going to be back. Now, having said all those facts, we would love to have heard something by now. I think a lot of us we're like, the longer we go without hearing anything, the more suspect it gets, and the more likely that it in fact is done. But we don't know for sure. So I wouldn't make any rash decisions. Facts we do know, without a Droppp Arcade Season 3, a lot of the NFTs will never have a chance to really get their runway and take off in value because there's no utility, right? We know that. And 2, a lot of people make the assumption when they see videos like that, or they read the headlines without doing the research, that it's over, and the mentality is, well, then those things are worthless. Dump. Well, sure, if you want to dump, the rest of us can buy. If you want to burn, great. A lot of people did at the end of the Season 2 arcade. Your call entirely. But I have not gotten rid of a single NFT. I take that back. I got rid of a few during Season 2 before all this hubbub came about. But I did not burn any at the end of Season 2. I've not sold anything other than I have a couple packs up right now. Because I am going to continue to collect, and I'm going to try and 100% everything except the 101s at some point. Halloween was always one of their top drops. Yeah, it'd be a great time to get back into it. Here the Revenge says the tough pill is that Funko removed Droppp from their website. Yes and no. I mean, they did remove those links from the main page and the banner footer at the bottom of the page. It didn't have much of a presence there in the first place. Didn't really draw people in. Technically, there were links, but if we want to talk theories and speculation, my theory, and I think it's Nadu's spoken about it as well, and a few other people, is it's time maybe that they're reconfiguring it. They could be taking the Droppp name off and just making it digital.funko. They could be redoing the way that it all works. They could say, okay, from now on, we're going to make the pops up front and you're going to crack the packs and it's immediate redemption. You can send in your stuff and we'll ship it to you right away. I think very possible, Uga, that what they have to do as a company, in a time of very big turmoil and tribulation for them, because the stock is down. It's gone up since the new CEO announcement and some layoffs, but that's a short-term thing. Overall, it is extremely down since its IPO at $12. Now it's more like at $4, $3.50 to $4 is where I last saw it. Where are we at right now? There's that. Funko's at $3.41 a share, down nearly 6% today alone. 5.5% down today. That's not good. Let me get back to... I got to get back on the stock I like to look at. Oops. Well, I may just have to do that later. Anyway, they may be going through a restructuring, and they may not, like I said a lot, and I'm not joking. I'm kind of joking, but I'm not joking. A lot of people assume these companies make a plan and they just have this answer and they work towards it and they're going to let everybody know about it right away. When the reality is, in the companies I've worked for, including Funko, they make rash, immediate decisions for the bottom line, which they have to do when they're a publicly traded company. And then they figure it out after the fact. So if a new CEO came in, which has happened, and said, hey, show me the books, my first course of action is going to be to eliminate headcount. That's the way they call it. They treat people like numbers at these big companies. Eliminate headcount, which is usually done by putting them in order of salary and looking at the top down. You need a little management, but you don't need the middle management. You do need the lower level, the people that actually execute things. So you cut out that middle management and maybe upper management somewhere in there. And then for everybody that's left holding the bag, you go figure it out. You got X amount of time to deliver a plan and execute on it, or that whole department is gone, or all your jobs are gone. It is the corporate way. It is a horrible, horrible cyclical thing that all these public companies do to sacrifice for the bottom line for the stockholder. And it has immediate results that will often increase the value of the stock, and then long-term results that decrease the value of the stock. You're getting rid of headcount, good people who know what they're doing, who have years of experience, who are passionate about their job, who they've spent years trying to get on board and educate and train and indoctrinate into their ways, and then you throw them aside without any discussion often, whereas you could have, hey, come to Jesus meeting. If we can't turn this ship around, we're all in trouble. What can we do internally? And if it doesn't work out with you in this department, can we utilize your skills in another department? I.e. exactly what happened with me. You know, I had, by the time they laid me off, I had nearly 10 years of experience as a Funko collector, an influencer, an employee, podcaster, live streaming, art. I did some of the graphics for the posts, the social posts, customer service skills, the ability to work the cons. Like I could have filled 8 different shoes easily, and without a single conversation cast aside like used toilet paper. I think the last shares I bought were at 15 each. Ouch. Oh, Chewy Hawk, we're hurting. We are hurting. Priscilla said, wow, headcount really removes the humanity. Oh, you never heard that before? Yeah, that's what they all say. They'll say, we got to remove headcount, or like if you're managing a department, say a marketing department somewhere, you'll be like, I need to add headcount. Not I need to hire people. You don't say that. You say, I need to add headcount to this department in order to properly maintain things. It's just, yeah, they really strip out the humanity. You're absolutely right. They often hire an efficiencies company to pick these things too. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Welcome Miracle, good people who you spent effort and money into hiring. Exactly. Sports Technology Keith, tier 1, 35 months. Now, having said all that, I'm not here to talk smack about Droppp or Funko. I'm just looking at the global, just to look at these big companies in general. And Funko, unless they bring in someone who's a visionary, who can see down the road and maybe even look into a crystal ball and knows where they need to go and can say, here's the exact plan. We execute on these things, and I promise you we're going to succeed. And then they do, and then bam, you got yourself a company that the value goes up, the stock value goes up, your people are happy, etc. But that doesn't happen very often. I mean, you look at a Steve Jobs, take out his personal life and what you hear about him as a manager, but the guy had a vision. I've seen the video where he first talked about where they would eventually make a laptop that would fit in an envelope. He did that 15 years before they ever made it. He said, we're going to get there. We're going to make a sub $1,000 laptop that will fit in an envelope. But right now we can't do it. So first we're going to make something that's the size of a bread box that you'll have on your desk, and it won't be portable. And then eventually we're going to have something that's more the size of a shoebox or something smaller that you'll be able to transport but not easily, and that's going to cost $5,000. And eventually we'll get there. And then 15 years later, he delivered. You don't see that very often. There's very few people that have that kind of vision and then are given the actual runway to execute on it. The faith from the stockholders and their employers, if they're not all at the top of the scale, and the money and the time to fail and succeed during that window. It doesn't happen very often, but it makes companies like Apple. It makes companies like Microsoft, I guess. I don't know if they stole their vision, but Jason says, my position was eliminated on June 30th. There's no one covering events at our arena and theater anymore. They shifted their focus from covering events. One person does social media for the entire convention center and entertainment venues. I'm not surprised, and I'm sorry that happened, man. That's what these companies do. If there's no ROI, return on investment, that can be measured from your position, which is often what happens in marketing and social media, then your position is always going to be in limbo. Booth babes and cast members are much more pleasant terms that give the people value. I love it. That's funny. Anyway, another diatribe. I wish the best for Funko and Droppp. I hope there's a future. I'm not only a stockholder who would like to see my stock go up. I am also a collector, an influencer on some level, a fan. I'm passionate about collecting the Funko stuff, and I have been since 14 years ago. And all I've ever wanted to do is see them succeed and everybody to be able to enjoy it and to be able to be a part of a community with people who feel the same. I didn't see this as being the path to how we do it. But hear the revenge. That's the F word. You can't use the F word here. You love your Funko products. You love Funko the company. But I don't think we're talking about the cereal anymore. I will be a booth babe at TwitchCon. That's correct. There will be no jean shorts. So you can go ahead and get that out of your head. I will show up in full adult attire. I am not Daisy Duke. Denied. Yeah, so if anybody ever asks, because apparently some people have some interesting ideas of who I am as a person. If anybody ever asks, what's the tone on the stream? What does Sully talk about? Oh, he talks about Funko and Droppp, and he wants it to succeed. He tries to help us all understand. He's got great ideas for the company. If you're for the company and you're asking, you should really talk to Sully. Like, get on a phone call with him. Have him into the office. Like, figure it out. He would be willing to help. Priscilla, I was definitely thinking about the right F word. No, Uga, no one needs to see that. No one needs to see that. Nope. So what was it the other day? Kelly and Mace. Oh, Kelly asked me if I would. She's doing a hip hop class, hip hop dancing. and she's showing me her moves, and she's really enjoying it, right? So like, I'm so happy for that she's been able, because she danced a lot as a teen through different like school activities and non-school activities, and so she's been able to get back to something she's passionate about. And she's like, you should come with me and do the class, because there's other guys that do the class. And I'm like, no. Like, I was a cheerleader once upon a time. I did plenty of that. I don't want to do it now. I have no desire. And she's like, oh, come on, it'd be fun. I'm like, I would rather, and then we invented this whole phrase, I would rather go to a Walmart wearing Crocs to buy Funkos while live streaming and eating olives and mushrooms than do this dance class. And she's like, oh, really? That's how you feel about that bad? We kept adding to it, like all the things I would do. Like, yeah, I do not want to do dance class. I sure as hell don't want it live streamed. Sully don't dance. I will dance with her at a wedding or a date night, but I'm not getting out. I'm not doing any performances. No, I will not be doing the worm. I'll leave you guys to watch Brian and his friend Jay in the jungle. I just blanked on the name of the thing. They did animal noises and poses. You got to go check that out. Jungle Motion. And drinking hot tea. There you go. See? Add it to it. Add to the sentence. Yep. Dance with purpose. Well, they can. I don't need to dance with purpose. I have no desire. It doesn't make me happy, and therefore I don't want to do it. I love to see her perform and do her dance, and I'll support her, and I'll be there, and I'll bring her flowers, and I'll edit the music if she needs, whatever. You know, I'm not the guy to do that, but I would if I could. No desire. Ooga, thank you for the bits. All right, let's talk about reminder as well. Every Tuesday here, and I don't want to stop this anytime soon, is giving away free NFTs on stream. The idea has always been, I want people to collect, and if they're new to it all, I don't want to have to spend a bunch of money to get some cool stuff into their wallet, right? So if you're new to the stream and you're watching, you're like, what's all this shenanigans about? You can get this for free, absolutely free. What I'll do is I've made the art already. Everybody fills out the form, and then tomorrow morning, usually is when I do it, the next morning, I will mint however many NFTs as to how many people fill out the form. And I will airdrop those to you guys. So you fill out the form, you might get a mint number 1, might get a mint number 100 or 110. I've been doing this for over a year. Some of these have decent value on the secondary market. People selling them for, a quarter or more in most cases. Not a lot of utility anymore just because of changes, but there is utility in Wombat Dungeon Master and Meta Battler and Twitchy Tides. So you get my NFTs and you can use them there. It's up to those companies, up to those groups to provide that utility in there. They've told me they will, and in most cases they have. Wombat Dungeon Master is overcomplicated by the process by asking me to fill out a spreadsheet every few weeks, and it's ridiculous that on the blockchain I would ever need to fill out a spreadsheet for anything. The information is there. Hopefully the new owners will come in and go, wow, that's an antiquated and stupid process. Let's fix this. There's always the possibility for future utility, correct. The Wax blockchain is going through a real downturn right now, and it was already kind of doing this. A lot of big projects have gone by the wayside or lost their value. People aren't spending the money they once did. The Wax token itself is down. And then the rumors and speculation that Funko might be done with digital collectibles have not helped at all. Wax is down as low as it's been in the last 5 years, but that doesn't mean it's out. There's always the chance for a resurgence, new companies to come on board, like the one that's just taken over for Wombat Dungeon Master and Atomic Hub. They bought from Spielworks, not Spielberg, Spielworks. There's the chance that a big video game sees the potential in Wax and utilizes that for the back end to make digital collecting fun through their game and that platform. It may not be Fortnite, but it could be something else that's similar, and there are games that are trying. Priscilla said nobody even knows what's going on with the creator side of WDM. The new company pushed back the next season launch to October 22nd. Yeah, see, I all but stopped investing my time and looking at it because I didn't feel like the previous owners The two previous owners for Wombat Dungeon Master have really cared about the creators at all. I never heard from anybody since Sasha, and when I did reach out, or I saw other people reach out with questions, it seemed like they were often treated like children in the responses that they got, and that didn't sit well with me. So I'm like, I don't want to mess with it. Here the Revenge says, I feel like an MMO should really consider it. Then people could BST, buy, sell, trade items, even when they aren't logged in. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to happen, and it already is, that some games are utilizing the blockchain. And there are projects on other blockchains that are doing really well. And then you got like Twitchy Tides on Wax, which is doing well, I think. I like Twitchy Tides. I play every day in some way, shape, or form. I'm not playing to make money. I'm playing for fun. And it's a great thing for us Twitch streamers. Yeah, exactly. Here the Revenge. An announcement like that, if that happened today, tomorrow, Wax would go through the roof. And all of a sudden, that would lift up the entire blockchain and the other projects, because as people went in to finally get their WoW whatever, they would see the other projects as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I have high hopes. I'm not selling my Wax. I'm not selling my NFTs. As I've mentioned before, related to Droppp, and I just got another email from him. I want to see what it says. E-Tops. It's a great example of what digital collectibles can be. And I just got, I started collecting in 2000, I want to say like 2003 or 4. So 20 years later, I finally got an email that said, we are officially shutting down E-Tops. And today's the last day, in fact. I just got this email. So if anybody here was ever an E-Tops collector, you can still log into your account to see your digital collectibles. You can request your physical cards to be sent to you, which I have done. It comes at a fee. I think it's like a first card delivery is like $11.99, and then each additional card is like $1.50. So if you have several, you can get your cards delivered. Mine have been ordered, and I'm just waiting on them to be delivered. But they're shutting down that platform after 20 years. There's a real chance that Droppp could be the same situation if the rumors are true and the speculation is true. Yeah, I can't wait for them to show up, Walking Miracle. I've not received an estimate on when they'll arrive. Let me double check and see if I've gotten any updates. Wait a minute. You will not receive any emails with shipping updates or tracking numbers. Please log into your E-Tops account to access order for information and updates. That's very interesting. So I'll have to go do further deep dive. I really wish I'd recorded the screen of when I went in and looked at my cards. But they had such a really cool thing. It was like the Tops Now that they have where, let's say, like one I have is a 2001 Albert Pujols. That was his rookie year. And that guy had a Hall of Fame career. But in that year, he was doing really good as a rookie, and they're like, let's issue this card for him. We're going to have it available this weekend in a timed release similar to what Secret Lair is doing with those Play-Doh Extra Life cards. We're only going to make however many are ordered, and there were like 5,000, I think, something like that. So it's a relatively low product run on a card that could have value in a secondary market, but I don't think a lot of people even know about these E-Tops, the physical cards. Let's see, another one in here. I thought I had some moments. They had some moments, like if somebody pitched a perfect game, the next day they would sell a card, and they would only sell it for X number of hours. You got it digitally, but at any point you could ask for the physical one to be delivered. I like stuff like that. I would like to see somebody take another stab at an E-Tops style company. Maybe Tops Now could go digital and physical. But we still have all these people that think, digital collecting is the devil. And it's really hard to sell anybody else on it. Okay, let's talk about this. So I've had some good sales on it. Thank you to everybody who has done a pre-order already. But I've got my new or in-new boarding passes. And what this is I want to make stickers for every con. If I could have, I'd done one for every con I've been to since starting all the Nerd Unite stuff, but I haven't been able to do them all. but you know, I think my design skills have gotten better, and I really like doing the logos. So I've got 2 different cons coming up. I'll be headed to New York Comic Con and then TwitchCon, and nowhere on these are not official exclusives. They're not endorsed by those groups. Their logo does not appear on here. These are simply inspired by that. But I came up with the sticker designs, like you see there, based on the New York Comic Con logo and the Twitch logo, and I thought, you know, I think there's something better to be done with the sticker than just making a small sticker with it numbered on the back. And then I came up with the idea of, oh, wait a minute, these are all destinations. What did you need back in the day when you were going to a destination? You needed a boarding pass to get on the airplane, and thus this concept was born. So asking you guys to do a pre-order. They've been printed and the order is shipped, and I will receive them most likely tomorrow, according to my tracking number. So they're on the way. But what I've done is I made 100 of each. It's 5 inches by 2 inches, so they're fairly big. I don't know what this iPhone dimensions are. Where's my... I always have a tape measure here for my boxes and my shipments. Where is it? Ah, come on. Seriously? I keep this stuff in the same place on purpose. Somebody may have borrowed my tape measure. How dare they? How dare they? It's probably just me. It's probably not them at all. But I don't see it, so I can't measure. But anyway, they're 5 inches wide by 2 inches tall, which for the New York Comic Con inspired sticker, we'll probably make that a little over 3 inches wide. For the TwitchCon one, a little bit of small. No, Zach Butterford. No. We'll make that one a little bit smaller. They're limited to 100 pieces each, completely designed by me, and on each one you get NU2 with the little airplane, whatever city it's being held in, and then it's got the dates and the location, says Javits Center, or the other one says San Diego Convention Center, and it's got a little information about what Nerds Unite is and what these streams are all about, so that I can, you know, get them in the hands of people that'll be interested. Yes, Falconer, exclamation point, I'll do it for you. Exclamation point boarding pass. Or boarding soon. Sorry, boarding soon is the name of the whole thing. These are boarding passes, part of boarding soon. There's the information there. You click on it, you fill out the form. I've already sent out emails, one wave of emails. I'll be sending more. You guys have pre-ordered. Now comes the payment part. Yeah, they're $8 for a single boarding pass, or $14 for both. If you fill out the form before tomorrow, which I might extend a little bit, but I gotta put a date on there to get people's attention and create some FOMO, right? If you pre-order by tomorrow, each boarding pass will come with 2 free NFTs. One is the NFT of the logo itself, that is the sticker, and 2 is going to be Hoot in a shirt for that logo. And if you order both, what I'm calling the round trip, both of these, for $14, you're also going to get a logo I made that I haven't finalized yet. I'm still working on it. Is the NU logo with the airplane. And that was shown in a previous graphic. But I want to finalize the look and feel of that. I'm still working on it. But I'll get those sent out early next week. Is the goal. I want to get the emails sent, and then I'll get payment in. And the deadline for payment is technically this Friday. So if you don't pay by this Friday, you may miss out on those low mint numbers. Got to get the payment. So if you already fill out the form prior to today, emails have already been sent. As Nadu said, if you didn't see one, check your spam. They're coming from Sully at nerdsunite.online, in case you need to search for it. Sully at nerdsunite.online, like that. So look for that email from there, and then exactly, Nadu, exactly. I hope to. The sales on this have been pretty good, and I hope to do this on future for future conventions as well. So, and the way I've worded it is it's about events and conventions. So that you guys, I think Nadu may have asked this, or somebody did the other day. Priscilla, I'll get with you separately. But Nadu asked about this the other day, and he said, "What about Extra Life?" So I've been doing a little brainstorming. What could we do with the boarding passes for Extra Life? And I've got some ideas. I need to investigate the cost and see what we can do. I think we can have some fun with it. Tentatively, it's becoming a little less tentative every day. I got to get moving and get to the companies to get anything in. November, 22nd and 23rd will be our Extra Life dates. I don't know when the official weekend is, even though they say it's not all about one weekend. You can do it any time. Let's see if there's an official weekend. Extra Life weekend 2025. November 8th. So we'll be past that. We'll be after that. Yeah, I need to see what the costs are on manufacturing to do what I want to do, because I've really liked how we've done the stickers in the past with the different variants. And if you wanted to take a chance to get the different variants, you could order 1 or 2 or 10. But if you wanted to buy the full set with all the variants, you could for X amount of cost, because some people like to collect them all. So got to see what I can do on that. We have our logo designed for Extra Life. Savage has already been using it. Let's see. If I turn off the free one, like that's that, and I look for this one, we've got our logo for Extra Life this year. More of a spray painted, hand done logo, which I like. I think it came out pretty good. But that'll be appearing somewhere on the boarding passes soon. And then we got next year, we got Emerald City Comic Con, Washington State Summer Con, San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con again, maybe Designer Con, or you name it. Whole bunch of opportunities ahead of us to add to the boarding pass collection. Any questions on that? Get those pre-orders in. You don't have to pay now. Ideally, you pay by Friday if you want to get the low mint numbers, but if whatever's coming up, if payday's not going to be here for a few more days or whatever, email me. Let me know. Send me a message. Let me know. We'll figure it out together. I want you guys, if you want it, to get it in hand. And if you don't want it, well then, we don't talk. That's fair. That's fine. Some of you have already paid, and I appreciate it. Oh, let me make sure. Speaking of, I had something I was doing right at the beginning of the stream. I want to make sure my buddy got it. Okay, good. No questions. Okay, sweet. Reminder, Droppp is not done. And if you were collecting the Funanime, sorry, there is a snapshot tomorrow. Let me log in real quick, because I did the cleansing of the computer, and now I have to re-log into every site. And this is going to require a code from the authenticator. There we go. Yeah, we do have a snapshot tomorrow. Oh, good. One of my packs sold. Sweet. If we look at the diamond, that's always been the spot to go. Tomorrow, October 1st, Funanime Series 2 snapshot. If we go back and look at Funanime real quick, and we look at Redemption Tracker, I believe I have completed 2 royalty sets. Looks like I have. I want to make sure 2 royalty sets, 2 legendaries, and I did have 2 packs left. I sold 1, and the other one is up for sale now. I would like to get that money in, because I still plan on buying some stuff on the platform. A lot of people keep asking me, can I transfer my USDC out? Well, yeah, you can, just like you transferred it in. It's a wallet. You send to another wallet. You can get your money out. You can also, I think, send USDC to someone else, or you can buy redeemables, and you can get those physical in, and then you can sell those. You have a lot of ways to get your money out. Personally, I'm going to need some money in there to make purchases, right? And so I'm kind of building up a little bit of a supply that I want to be able to buy some of those missing NFTs. And then one day down the road, if I need to get it out, I'll get it out. Randy said, it makes me so sad that it's been so long since I've even signed into my Droppp account. I almost missed this snapshot. Luckily, I had already done my due diligence to get my royalty sets complete. But while we're looking at that, let's check out Poppin' Stock real quick. He said he'll keep the website up to the new year, assuming there's no updates from Funko about the future of Droppp. I mean, he's got to make plans. He's got to be prepared. So he has a contingency plan if we don't hear from them on what's going on. Come on. It's thinking. I can tell it's thinking. There we go. I just wanted to see what the Funame royalty set is doing. This has always been a strong indicator. Oh, it got into a high just on the 18th, which was right about the weekend where all this news came out and things started really trucking along. We got to a high of $126 to complete a royalty set. It's down to $72 to complete a royalty set right now, and that is about the average of where it's been. The earliest days, the first day was at $44.80, and that proved the theory of try to get all your epics on day one. But in case you haven't completed it, you still have a chance to. They are going to be doing the snapshot. They're going to be issuing the redemption coins. They're going to be shipping the pops. There's probably some people that are still like, am I going to get my pops? Like freaking out. Like, yes, they've said that they're going to do that. So make sure that you complete your royalty sets and that you do the checklist. Make sure you got your royalty sets complete. If you have anything up for sale, make sure you check it and or remove it so that you don't end up accidentally selling a piece of your royalty set. Open or sell any unopened packs. I'm working on that. If I don't sell this other one by tomorrow, then I'll open it and see what I get. What's the other thing? Make sure you have legendaries or grails that you think you have. But the royalty set's the thing that really people, I think, miss out on. They wait too long to buy certain epics, and then it's too late because they think it's too expensive. The most expensive epic right now is $11.49. If you're missing that one, it hurts. There's another one that's $10.75, but the rest are all very affordable. Oh, there's a $10 one, but the rest are very affordable. The diamond icon redemption list is so short. Yeah, we're gonna slowly watch it fade, it sounds like. Wonder if you can transfer the USDC to your Wax wallet. No, I don't believe you can. I don't believe you can. Because your Wax wallet doesn't have an address like the Polygon account does. So your best bet if you want to transfer out your money would be to transfer it back to a Coinbase or another one of those wallets where then you can convert it to US dollars and get it out. But honestly, that headache and the fact that you have to pay fees on it and all that, if I'm you, I would look for what I would consider an undervalued redemption pop, a legendary or a grail or whatever, and buy that. And then when you get the physical pop in, sell it. I think you're better off. You don't give up as much in fees and stuff. But it's your call. You know, there's a lot of headache with that as well. My hosting plan is paid for until April 2026. All right, well, there you go. Pop and Stock, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it. Maki Lazarus, I completed everything within the first few days. Yes, same. 2 royalties and 10 legendaries. Nice. Yeah, don't forget too. I just clicked out of it, but like if we look at catalog here, packs they were up over $50. They're coming down today. I sold my pack at $49.98. It's down to the lowest asking price is $49. So I waited just a little too long, but I still did pretty good all in it, considering I paid $29.95 and I got $50. I almost doubled my money on the pack. So I'll probably end up opening this one. Your Grail is at $143.50. I'm honestly shocked to see it that high. I figured this would be more like a $75 to $100 one. Your legendaries are at $32.63. That Ronin Freddy is popular. $45 and $38. That's my favorite. Is the this one right here, the Yokai Crown Freddy. I think it's super dope. Because we got Max Token Head in there. We got Freddy Funko. He turns into this thing that is the crown. It's so freaking cool. So I'm stoked I got that one. If I could, would I want Idol Franny? I think it's a cool mold. I always thought it was a cool mold. That she's on the speakers. She's like a little pop star, got the roller skates on. Do I think it'll be $32 in the tertiary market? I don't think it'll go up a lot if it goes up. Spirit Candle Franny, not as excited about that either, although it's a very cool pop, glow-in-the-dark potential, could be a beautiful pop. We never got one in hand. That was something I always wanted from them is, can you show us? You got samples and show us the samples, get us excited about it. That market may jump based on the view of the actual pop, but maybe they don't get in samples. I don't know. But Ronin Freddy is also a very cool pop. Got the little mask, got his flaming sword. That's a very cool pop. So I'm excited to get both of those in. Yeah, so you could always buy those if you think that the potential in the tertiary market is good. Another thing to consider in that was there a burn? There was a 49% burn with Funime Series 2. So for your royalty set right now, only 830 have been completed, which means that really cool mech proto with Freddy will likely be under 1,000 pieces with the proper number on it. Remember that. These will have the proper numbered stickers. So if you're looking at $50 in your account and there's a legendary that's near little under 50, do you want to cash out or do you want to get that legendary with a real low piece count and then sell that later? Something to think about. Pedro says expensive. How about 10 epics for Lionel? Let's see what Lionel Thundercats is doing. Just waiting on it to load. There we go. Remember, 12% burn on Thundercats, and then after that, this thing took off. This thing has been so popular. Look at that. I've not seen one stay up above 100 for very long. It's hovering right around it. Right now, a royalty set would cost you $100, about $99.65. The lowest on it, guess when? Day one, just like we predict and have said so many times. So if you followed the rules then, you could have got it for nearly half the price that it's going for now. Oh, did you, Priscilla? Well, get them on the market now. You might be able to sell them, especially if it's one of those that's, near $10. You can get that money in. You can buy another legendary or something. Or you could buy them and you could give them away. Do whatever you want. But yeah, $58 on day one, which if I was smart, I did. I don't think I did 2 full sets that day. Let's see where I'm at on Thundercats. That's not Thundercats. That's West Coast Avengers. Very misleading. Where you at, Thundercats? There it is. I have my 2 royalty sets completed, so I probably did that at a reasonable price. But look at these now. 11, I'm rounding. 9, 11, 9, 12, 650, 10, 8, 13, 9. That's some of the best performing epics that we've had in the last 2 years. Easily. That's a really good set. Well, Priscilla, the value in those is today. Because after tomorrow at 11 a.m., they don't have any value anymore. So I would encourage you to do something with them today if you could. Poppin' Duo! Lionel Freddy, one of the best of all time. I agree. I'm very excited about it. There's a little image of it right there. I like the way Poppin' Stock changed up these little icons here to make it easier. Unfortunately, did that work, and then we may not be using it for much longer. But it's a great looking pop. I'm excited about it. I do have a few Thundercats packs that are not open, so in the next few weeks I've got some decisions to make about what to do with those. Let's see what the value on those is now. What's the lowest asking price? There's going to be people that are going to feel like they got money to burn and they're just going to buy whatever instead of cashing out or buying a legendary or a grail or whatever. Pardon me, I got like the hiccups. The packs are at $58.80 average or lowest asking price. There has been a pack sale of $120, but on average, we never got there on average. Looks like 60 has been about the ceiling on this. But that's happened within the last few weeks that it's been hovering around 60. So that's good. That's good for me when I'm sitting on 3 extra packs. Marvel West Coast Avengers. Oh, wow. I'm shocked to see that at $54 right now for Marvel West Coast Avengers. That one did not seem to have much hope in the early days, but then it took off. Our burn on that was 32%. Whoa, look at that spike at 100. But look at this, on average, $60 to $65 has been the average cost to complete a royalty set at 1,000 pieces right now, right around 1,000. Just realized I was only $15 away from a second royalty set for the cosplay. I mean, might as well do it, right, Randy C? Might as well do it. $15 to get another one of those, I think is well worth it myself. Got him. Get it. Get it. Yeah, well, I mean, even though the rumors and speculation have us believe it's all over, we still have some things to wrap up before we, if that's true, before we head out. We're still going to get our pops. We still have our packs to open if we need to. There's still a secondary market. There's still a tertiary market. Like, don't just pack up and walk away. You still got some things to do. I don't want anybody to miss out, right? I'm still retweeting from Droppp. I did earlier today. I don't want people to, because it's easy to forget. Like, you just go, oh, well, dang, I'm sad. Well, don't let that ruin your pocketbook, too. your wallet. So there's that. Any questions on Droppp? Remaining stuff? Any of that? It seems like there's always been questions as long as we've been doing this. I got a good question from Misty earlier today. Misty, she said, hey, I've got a bunch of physical Droppp pops. I'm probably going to sell them. What do I do? Do I sell them now? Do I hold them? So there's a lot of factors to include in that, right? Like to think about, to weigh. And it's up to you ultimately on what you want to do with them. I will tell you that I am keeping my physical Droppp redemption pops. Have not sold any. Don't plan on selling them right away. It's all about supply and demand. The supply is fixed. It's right there. We know what it was at. The demand is going to be the tricky part. The demand right now seems to be going down because of people's emotional state about all this. But as we get further down the road, will there be new collectors coming on board for Funko? Will the demand for Funko Pops in general still be high? Will people have disposable income to spend? Will there be other projects, i.e. Thrilljoy or Rocky Moto or whatever else is out there that might demand their money now and take away their attention from Funko? All these things we don't know the answer to. We need a crystal ball, as Liz joked. But I believe that when it comes to low quantity pops, they are still a licensed collectible. And as people come on board who might be a fan of Mickey and Friends or Jay and Silent Bob or Iron Maiden or Batman, always a popular one, or Jurassic Park or Flintstones, or there's so many great licenses. Back to the Future probably being one of the best performing ones of all time. Avatar. People are going to come into it and never knew how these things got out there, never knew that they existed, never knew about the quantities. They never played the game. They never worried about it. But then they come in and they're like, my favorite thing in the world is Jay and Silent Bob. My favorite thing in the world is Power Rangers, and I want to get them all. And they're going to go through and they're going to see those interesting black boxes, and they're going to go, what's the story on those? Like, oh, look at the value on those. Look at the secondary market, the tertiary market. Look how good that is. Like, oh, I want to grab that. We got people on Whatnot selling lots of NFT pops. Our friends at My Pops are selling them. 2 years ago, it was hard to find them. Now it's far more prevalent because they're gotten out there. And now with the new stickers with the new numbers, that's going to help. So anyway, long story short, if it's a common pop made in the last 3 or 4 years, you're going to have a real hard time selling it for above, $9-10, right? There's some exceptions. It's the exclusives, numbered, low numbers that perform the best. And outside of fun days, and now the limited edition tiered pricing stuff, the NFT pops are the best investment in my opinion. There's a few exceptions from cons where there's something at the booth limited to 2,000 pieces like the V-Friends pops, but outside of that, there's not that much. And still ticks the box, still checks the boxes. Licensed, limited edition, numbered, officially licensed, numbered, and low numbers. And those are all good signs, right? And so I'm sitting on them. But if you feel like the entire market's going to go in the crapper, if you think Funko's on the decline, if you think people's disposable income, they're going to not have it or they're going to spend it on other things, well, then you've made up your mind. Sell them. Get the money while you can. It's up to you. There is no answer. There is no one way or the other. There's no guaranteed answer. It's a gamble, regardless of what you decide to do. Pop and Duo. Totally agree. The NFT physical pops have some of the best molds of the last 3 years, not to mention limit. Yeah, and the molds, for sure. Which just goes to the demand side of things, right? On supply, it's a real simple equation. Supply, we just know how many there are, right? The only question mark over there is the average person doesn't know that those early stickers from things, it was actually a different number redeemed. On the demand side, you got a whole bunch of things that can factor in, and we'll have to watch that play out over time. Priscilla said, was anyone here desperate for one of the Funimation Series 2 legendaries but couldn't afford it? Hey, the opportunity here. Priscilla's asking good questions. You guys better jump on it. there's a couple of really nice legendaries in those redeemables on that one. So you guys answer Priscilla. I wish I had the answer for you guys on whether or not to hold or sell. I mean, it's a constant decision for me as I go through all my pops in my collection that I've been putting up on Whatnot. There's a bunch where I'm like, oh, maybe I put that aside. And then I just have to go, you know what? The money now is more important than the projected future, if there is one, on those pops. Might as well get the money now and utilize it to, you know, minimize debt, to go to cons, have a good time. If you love it, hold it. Otherwise, it's anyone's best guess. Yeah, absolutely true. I mean, we can speculate in a good way, not in a crappy I got an anonymous email way, but we can speculate in a good way and use what we know to kind of build our own formula and go, does this work? And I think there's potential. Collectibles are just collectibles. Look at what sports cards are doing right now. It's absolutely insane. And one of the things, I don't know if you guys heard me talk about this before, but Kevin, I can't remember what the guy's last name. He calls himself Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank. He's leading lots of different companies, but he's leading a group of investors who are now investing in collectibles. So they've conquered all these businesses. They're making money hand over fist, but one of the biggest potentials they see for the future is collectibles. So Pat, thank you, O'Leary. So he's raised, between these guys, millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And they recently bought a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, one-of-one autographed card for $12.2 million. The previous sales on that had been $120,000 and like $250, I think. You can't quote me on the exact numbers. But $150, $250, $12.2 million. What is he doing when he does this? One, he's investing in pieces that he thinks are going to get a huge return for him one day. What will it be? He's not putting that money in it to hold that piece of cardboard. He's putting that money into it to turn around and make money one day off of it. And at the same time, because he may be an a-hole, but he's a business genius, he is creating demand. Those headlines of a $12.2 million card only fuel people to get the rare cards, to get them graded, and to get out there and buy and sell. Don't we all wish we had that kind of money to invest? Yeah, but he's there because he's that smart in business. And he knows how to create demand, market things, and what to buy and sell, right? So what he's doing is he's buying cards like that, high-profile cards. He's driving a market, getting more people to buy into the hype, and then he will be selling as well when the time is right. He'll turn around and sell that Michael Jordan and Kobe card for $15 or $20 million, hopefully. But he's not doing it with just sports cards. He's doing it with Labubu. He's been telling people on interviews, Labubu. Now that thing's already dying. But did he make money on it in the meantime? I bet he did. And so he'll be looking for other opportunities. And I can see graded pops with numbers on there as being an opportunity. I see graded comic books as a really good opportunity. He's going to test all those different things based on what his investors, what his market research people tell him, what he sees. And all he's got to do is be on one of these. Somebody shows him, look at this pop. This is really cool. What do we know about these? We should consider this. And one big, huge sale of a pop could make headlines and could drive an entire economy in Funko up higher. Just like one celebrity collecting NFTs, Funko NFTs, and talking about it on their socials could drive huge demand. It's a gamble to wait, but it could happen. Uga said they use that as bank equity to borrow real money against. Yeah, and did you know you can do that too? I read about this a few years ago and realized I might have made some better business decisions. But I could have taken all my pops, I could have listed them and the current values. I could have gone to a bank and said, here are my assets, and I would like to borrow money against those assets. And they would give me a loan at whatever percentage was good at that point for them. And then if I didn't pay on it, they would get the assets, right? The problem with that being is they fluctuate quite a bit. So if I had, $30,000 in Funko Pops and went to the bank and said, I'd like to borrow 10. What if those pops decreased in value down to 10? All of a sudden the bank's going to come saying, hey, we need the difference back right now. But you can borrow against your assets, and our collectibles are assets. I think they'd prefer it to be art, things like that, but I think the world is coming around on some of this stuff as well. So, I don't know, it'd be interesting for somebody to try it. I got one graded comic worth some monies, but couldn't part with it, says Mocking Lazarus. I mean, the market on graded comic books, I think, is doing very well. But you got to think about, like, do you have any debt? Do you have any credit card debt? And what percentage are you paying on that credit card debt? Do you have a home loan, a car loan? What percentage are you paying on those versus what percentage in value is that comic book going up? It might make you a lot more sense for you to sell the comic book and pay off a car, or sell the comic book and pay off a credit card. Because in the long run, you make more money. You might. It's a gamble. Perplom solved. Got some first print Invincible comics. I should yes, get them graded. Get them graded. That is everything now. Those sites like Fanable and Courtyard, that you can't just give them a comic book to put in. It has to be graded. They're becoming, like, if you really want to deal in sports cards or comic books, and it could happen with Pops, they've got to be graded, or otherwise you don't know. Are they fake? Are they really worth anything? What condition are they really in? It authenticates it and protects it. It's a great business. PSA is making money hand over fist. Who do I recommend? When it comes to comics, I think PSA may not be. CGC, I think, may be the best on that. You guys, I don't know as much about comics, so you guys chime in. With sports cards, it's PSA for sure. Unless you have what might be a Beckett Black Label, and then you want that, because that's a little harder to achieve. But when it comes to comics, I think CGC is probably best. Yo, Guy on YouTube. Sully, probably you discussed this many times. What's your take on the Funko Digital? Is it over? With all the latest issues, should it be over so they can reorganize? Yeah, we talked about this for like 30 minutes earlier, and the long and short of it is we don't know officially, Guy. There have been rumors based on an anonymous email and a few facts. Most glaring of the facts now is we haven't gotten any new announcements in a while, but they have not said it's officially done. And while they've lost some middle management there, and they've sent out some emails saying we've done layoffs and we're still gonna have people here, a skeleton crew. They've not said it's done. They could be reorganizing internally right now. They would do themselves a real benefit if they would communicate that with the community. And not only if they came out right now and said, guys, we still have a staff, we're figuring it out, we want to relaunch Droppp in the coming months. The market for the NFTs would pick back up and would do well. What's up, Magic Mike? But by being quiet, every day that they're quiet, every week that they're quiet, every month that they're quiet, they are not only losing interest from the fans, they are eroding trust. Because if and when they decide to come back, and I think Pop and Stock said this to me, or said this in a Discord group, if and when they decide to come back, there will always be that in the back of our head. Yeah, but are you going to be done in a month? Are you going to quit in a month? You know, that kind of stuff. Justin said, did you hear about how bad fake PSA slabs are now? For example, people are taking Jordan PSA 10 labels, busting the card, and yep, you got to do your due diligence. There are always some a-holes out there trying to ice skate uphill, to quote Blade. And so when you are looking at, I saw there's a really bad Shohei Ohtani card that somebody looked at on eBay. They looked at the slab and it has a number in there. If you take that number over and put it into PSA, it'll tell you that was for a card that was actually like a PSA 6. But in the slab that this person made, they made a fake PSA thing up at the top that said 10, and they were trying to sell it for a lot more money. Plus, it wasn't even the card that was graded, and that card that was graded the 10 also exists. You can't trust people, unfortunately. You got to do your due diligence. So if you are looking at something on eBay or at a show, take a moment to go to PSA and look up that registration number or whatever they call it and make sure that is the card that you're looking for, because people are always trying to take advantage of others. They're putting that label in a new case with a card that's maybe a 7, then sending the 10 back to be graded and keep going. Ugh, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. People suck. Not all of them, but those people, yeah. There's a lot of good people out there. Unfortunately, we have to have, passwords and two-factor authentication and retinal scans and thumbprint scans, and we have to, every time we go to do any kind of transaction, we have to like triple, quadruple check because of the bad players. That's just how it is. Just how it is. You just got to know those things are happening so you can try to be a better investor and purchaser. Yeah, I saw a video yesterday of a guy who was trying to sell a box of Pokemon cards unopened that he was asking over $20,000 for, and it turned out that the box was fake. So, you got to be careful. There's always somebody out there trying to do that stuff. When there's a process, there will be people out there looking to game it. Yep. Yeah, which is why bots are buying up. People are using bots to buy up stuff and flip it, and it's a shame. One day some people will figure it out, hopefully, some companies. But in the meantime, we're all at the mercy of the bad will of some of these people, the bad intentions, that they're only worried about themselves. Yeah, it sucks. But I think, as collectors, we have enough info, and that's why we have communities like this to share and help one another. If you're ever unsure about something, come to the community and go, hey, I got this opportunity. Here's the thing on eBay I'm looking at. It's a lot of money to spend. I really want to be careful. Does anybody have any input? We're here to help one another. I mean, hit me up on Twitter, tag me in something, go, I'm looking at this. What do you think? I'm happy to give my 2 cents. Like if somebody had tagged me on that Extra Life Secret Lair cards and said, Sully, what are your thoughts? We had a discussion here, but it would have been good to also have on Twitter to share with one another. And maybe somebody goes, oh, I didn't realize these are made to order. MTO was put. Or I didn't realize these were limited run. Or I didn't realize 50% would go to charity. Like we can help one another with that stuff. That's what Nerds Unite should be all about. All right, any questions? Thank you, Priscilla, for being kind and generous as always. You're amazing. Never a reason not to trust Priscilla. Like, I would put all my faith in her. There's very few people I would say that about, but she's proven herself time and time and time and time again. People like that are far and few between. Cal Laird, how? Wow. Way to keep it short and sweet, but I have no idea what you're asking me. Not a clue. That's why I want to see Priscilla succeed, too. I got to say this again. When you guys, we have so many people in our community, there are hundreds of us, and yet Priscilla puts out a tweet or an Instagram post and it gets 30 likes. It makes 0 sense. When she puts out a tweet or an Instagram post or whatever she does, there should be immediately 200 likes, retweets, reposts, comments galore. We could lift her up to the stars and make her, she'd have the biggest line at all the conventions, but we're not doing our part. We're not doing our part. Oh, there we go, Chuck. Well, thank you for the question then. The answer is because. Walking Miracle. At the top of the trustworthiness mountain are Sully and Priscilla. Well, thank you. I appreciate that vote of confidence. Nadu said, just checked and still don't have Idle Franny Spirit of an extra Ronin. Okay, good. Nadu's willing to trade for Fun of May Series 2. Yeah, I mean, and I'll say again, because I've hinted at this recently, there's been a couple stories going around that my name are appearing in. But if you guys ever hear any of that stuff, shut it down and let me know about it. Whoever these people are that like to say stuff, tell them, talk to Sully. Let him know. Let him remedy the situation. Like, I don't want anybody to feel slighted or tricked or hurt or like I'm not trustworthy. I don't want any of that out in the world. I want to put that to an end right away. Figured you wouldn't include yourself when talking about positivity. Yeah, I don't. I try not to, and it's probably to my own demise. I don't hype myself in those ways. Like, I think it's the job of other people to do that for people. Like, I'll hype Priscilla, and I know she has hyped me before, and it's always appreciated. But I don't like to do that for myself, which has probably led to people not believing in me, like when I approach a new business venture or something. It is what it is. I'm just not going to be that person. All right, no questions about Droppp. Any other questions about Droppp, about graded stuff? Oh, don't forget, too, I've mentioned this before. I just keep randomly thinking up new things. Squirrel, I have the pen right here to prove it. If you are one of those folks, and I'm not making fun of, I agree with you, that want to get Pops or comic books or, well, let's say Pops and cards graded, but you're concerned about sending them in the mail. Remember, you can take your comics and your cards to local conventions or big conventions. You can get them graded there. But then when it comes to Pops, there's not a lot of drop-off points. We did learn that Burbank Sports Cards in near LA is taking in-person physical drop-offs of Pops to get graded. And then Tech told us that up in, is it Jersey? They have a PSA location where certain days of the month you can take your physical Pops in to be graded there as well. So keep that in mind. Think about it. If you're thinking about getting stuff graded, there are some options. I was going to try to go before TwitchCon and take some stuff to be graded at that Burbank location, but logistic-wise, it didn't work out, so I'm going to have to plan a separate trip. I would love to go and drop off like some heat to get graded. Oh, no kidding, Mocking Lazarus. You got the details on that? There's a panel at NYCC that's going to talk about getting things graded, including Pops. If PSA or CGC or any of those folks were smart, they would be hosting panels. I don't know why they wouldn't. That would be a great opportunity to educate people, answer questions. I know they're going to get some wild ones, and they're going to get some people that are going to come in with, you know, all kinds of wild stuff. But it connecting with their fans and the collectors in that environment, I think it'd be very good for them, because there's a lot of people that aren't grading because they just don't understand or don't trust the process. PSA's guide, it is PSA. Oh, good on them. Comic book and pop culture grading and collecting, Thursday, 3:45 to 4:45. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Okay, I gotta put that in my schedule. I got a signing on Thursday afternoon that I won from an author that I'm probably going to go do, but I believe it starts right like at 4:30. Yeah, that's fine. If it's in a smaller room, that's fine. I'll try to make it, but I'm going to add that to my schedule and try to make it over there. I would love to go because I want to talk to the PSA team about maybe is there, like, what can I do to work with them on these? I've got some very valuable Pops. There is a opportunity to turn that into a marketing thing. So I go get them graded, create a video, they hype it too, that kind of thing. So there's this author, his last name is Denneman. Is it Charles? No. No, not Cinnamon. Denneman. Matt Denneman. He's written a series of books that are, it's called Carl's Doomsday Dungeon Crawler. That's it, the Dungeon Crawler series. Dungeon Anarchist, Butcher's Masquerade, Gate of the Feral Gods. He had a really successful Kickstarter. I didn't realize they had these free signings like that. I've never been able to participate in them, or I haven't in a long time. So I saw he was on there, and I'm like, cool, I'll do the thing. The only requirement was you gotta go and buy a Matt Denneman book from the Barnes & Noble there on site. And then you can go to the autograph session. But it's a free autograph, so I think I'm going to pick up a book and get it autographed and maybe throw it up on eBay or sit on it, or, I mean, just an opportunity to meet the author too, which would be cool. I don't know anything about his books, but I'll go get an auto. And then I'm doing the Running Man panel on Friday at like 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., I think it is, which is going to be tight for me to make a panel and do everything I need to do, but I'm definitely going to try, because it's Edgar Wright. He's one of my favorite directors. Okay. What else do we need to do? Of course, shout out any questions if you have them. Other than Chuck, you can shout out questions if you're not Chuck. Redemption. Boarding pass, we talked about. Oh, Disney Pinnacle. I won't spend a whole lot of time on it. I feel like I'm losing everybody when I'm talking Disney Pinnacle. But as a little update, on Friday, there was a Pluto pin put up. It was very limited, 295 pieces. Flovana. And it was $49.95. Pretty expensive. Oh, beautiful, Chuck. I'm excited to play that on Friday. No, Zach Bonifer, absolutely not. For Palm, not it. Pinnacle, let's see. Pinnacle, let's see if we can navigate this thing. I'm still learning it. Market. And it was a limited event edition. Although I haven't had great luck with these filters. You can't search by keyword. That still boggles my mind. Let's see if Pluto 95 shows up here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So I bought this for $49.99 on Friday. Limited 295 pieces. Somebody sold Mint 95 on Friday for $1,095. So that you know how those Mint numbers are important. I don't know if number one ever exchanged hands. I got a like a two something Mint number. I don't even remember what it was. One something Mint number. Not fancy. Not important. But as of Friday, the average selling price was around 150 bucks. It's gone up ever so slightly. What we're looking at here is a website called Flovana that measures all the activity on that item on the secondary market. So this would be like looking at sort of like Pop and Stock's website, but more like looking at Atomic Hub if all the data were there. You've got all these sales since Friday on this pin. Wait a minute. Am I looking at the right pin? Pluto 95. There were sales 350 bucks. 300? No way. That doesn't seem right. Why? Those numbers don't seem right. Oh, somehow when I scrolled back up, no, wait, what is, oh, those are listings. I didn't read listings. Sales, here we go. 165, 145, 143. It seemed to be going down over the weekend because it was a market event. We got down to $129, but we've picked back up now. 145 is one of the most recent sales. And we can see that also down here. Recent sales as the market closed. Because remember, market's only open Friday to Sunday. Then it becomes trading events from Monday through Thursday. So now we could trade for this if we wanted. But the most recent sales were for Mint 32, $194. For Mint 165, $139. But that means the average selling price is actually up a little bit. Pop and Stock's been collecting a bunch of pins, buying them at $1 and $2 on the market. He sees the potential in that to make a wise investment for the future, and I think he's right. I'm playing more on the, I want to acquire the bigger ones by chance. I like the gamble of it. It's kind of fun to me, and so far it's paid off decently for me on things like Droppp. So, but the data is here to support this pin is already worth 150 to 160 bucks. Where will it go? Very limited, supply and demand. We always go back to that with the potential here in the future. More people coming on board will increase demand. The supply will stay the same. So they've got on average across these weekends, and we may have the data on. Let's look at the Disney Pinnacle. Sometimes they'll share it. If not, there's a guy that I communicated with. Oh, they haven't shared anything today. That's kind of a shame. They should. But there's a guy. Let me see if I can find his name again. I know what his icon avatar looks like. Diamond NFL. Because he does stuff on all of the Flow blockchain. Let's see if he shared any of the stats from this weekend's sales. No, he hasn't shared anything either. But he'll recap the sales over a weekend. And what that might tell us is how many people purchased, how many people sold, what the biggest sales were, what the average sales were, all that stuff. And usually these last few weekends, there's been 300 to 350 people making purchases, about the same making sales. So it's a very small group right now. But as Disney, oh, I just got a trade offer. Problem Solved. I got to look at that. But as we move forward on this thing, if Disney and Top Shot or Dapper continue to advertise this thing as it goes up in Disney Plus perks. Hey, what's up, Buzz King? As they advertise on their Disney Plus app, as they advertise at the parks, as they grow this thing, and as Top Shot does their jobs, I keep saying Top Shot, Dapper does their jobs, if they can increase demand and increase the audience, the price on these will go up. And there were a couple examples I gave on Friday of some of the pins that didn't perform so well months ago that are now selling for like $1,000. I think I'm holding that Pluto pin for a while to see what happens. This is going to be how I learn. I learn by getting in and doing, not just reading about it. So this is going to be a hands-on, hold the Pluto pin, see what happens. Yeah, I agree, Shep. I agree. I think Pinnacle is really highly slept on. I don't know the data, but I'm sure it's out there. How many pin collectors are there in the Disney communities now? If you look sometimes when they have new pins that drop, the lines at the parks are insane. When they have trade events, the lines are insane. Now take those people and overlap with people who are into or willing to be into digital collectibles. And what does your Venn diagram look like? What's your overlap? I think that overlap is a lot of people because you got so many Disney fans. And all it's going to take, I know I keep going to these like best case scenarios, but this is the kind of stuff I can't wait to see happen in social, is somebody like a big pin collector or a big, maybe even an influencer sharing, oh, dope, I just picked up this, mint #1 Pluto pin for $950. It's like the coolest thing ever, blah, 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 blah. Other people see it, they freak out, they want to know more, and boom, we've got ourselves an epidemic. Pinfluencers. Ah, Priscilla. You beat me to the punch on that one. Good job. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential, right? We're in a little bit of a decline overall in digital collectibles, NFTs, and them being in the limelight with the press. The other things have taken over, like AI is the big conversation right now. But there's no reason to think that they're gone forever or that they won't pick back up. Companies have been trying to do it for, like I said, ETOPS 20 years ago. Companies have been trying to do it for a long time. And we certainly had a heyday surge during COVID with the Bored Apes. It could very well happen again. And we've got the kids all fine with digital collectibles and skins like I was talking about before. Or most of them, not all. I think that the future's bright. And that's why, another reason why I'm getting into this. It's not my main money. It's just a little side money. It's not a big investment right now. You ask Pop and Stock, he's got hundreds of pins, but he's been buying a bunch at $1 and $2. And he's putting them aside. He's holding them. He's going to see what happens. Anybody have any questions on Disney Pinnacle? Don't forget to check the Disney Plus perks. If you have Disney Plus, you can check the website all the time for whatever the newest deals are. This is officially run by Disney and Disney Plus. You log in using your Disney Plus login. You can trust it. It's disneyplus.com to get the Disney Plus perks, so you know it's legit. Always look at your URLs and do your research there. They just added, this is new, Cold Cash at Old Navy up to $60. That's brand new. Zootopia 2, a chance to win. Oh, well, I got to enter this. Let me log in real quick. Oh, wrong button. I'm going to log in real quick. It's Kelly's info on this one. I hate when it doesn't save. Oh, there's the password. You save that, but you won't prompt me with the email address. Passwords are the devil, just like audio. Okay, so I'm logged in now. What is the claim your bonus super cash to shop at Old Navy, spend more, save more, and use your rewards. Add a product to your cart, minimum $50 cart value. You got to check out and enter promo code to see. So I'll just take a screenshot of this. Kelly does a lot of shopping. I'll send that to her. For the Old Navy stuff that might work for something for Macy. Here's a trip for Zootopia. World premiere. Now through October 16th, fairly small window. Enter daily for a chance to win 2 tickets to an exclusive red carpet experience in LA to see new and familiar faces at the world premiere of Zootopia 2. Jason Bateman's a voice in that, I'm pretty sure. And I would love to get his autograph on something. Yep, I'm in. So we can enter that daily. Good thing to remember. What else we got? Oh, Marvel Zombies comic bundle. What? I watched the series. It's freaking amazing. I don't have Marvel Unlimited, but chance to win FSU at Clemson College football tickets. You know what those have to go for? I'll enter. Sure, I'll take those if you want to give them to me. I think I already entered this one. But you got to go to the Discover More and go across all of them. For some reason, this is a little buried. Oh, cool. The Tron Pop. I don't think that was up there the other day. To get your Disney Pinnacle. I'm going to see if I'm eligible again. I'm going to click on it. I don't know if I'm already eligible again. Oh, I am. I'm eligible for another one. So let me put that in my app real quick. I didn't know it was time yet. So to claim it, I'm not going to plug in the phone and do the whole thing. But when you're in your app, you can just hit the 3 bars up here. You can go to redeem a promo code, which is right there. And then you just put in the code you see on the screen. It's that easy. Oh, I've had this happen before. It won't let me click in. I got to restart the whole app. For some reason, it won't let me click in to redeem the code right away. Xfinity Awards has something similar? Oh, cool. Yeah, I know T-Mobile does something like that. I mean, those companies, you might as well take advantage. It's free, but you got to remember to go in there, right? If you don't go in and do the thing, you won't get the freebies or the prizes or whatever it is. Okay. I am going to go close this. No, I can keep it open. I'm going to redeem and show you guys what happens on screen there. So it gives you a choice when you redeem a code on which of the two that are current. I don't think this will ever be eligible for the super limited stuff. But these, you could still pull high rarity. So right now I have the choice between Frozen Volume 2 or Star Wars Alphabet Volume 1. Now, the Frozen Volume 2, while those are kind of cool, I don't know. I think they'll do multiple printings of those. The Star Wars Alphabet, I think, might be more sought after. I could be totally wrong. If I took the time to go in and do the research on Flovana and some other sites, I would know for sure. Poppin' Stock says, the support Canadian Disney Plus perks is not available in your region. Oh, no. It resets monthly, but I don't know if that's 30 days after you redeem it or the beginning of the month, or I don't know. No way. Geek Drifter says, I have Verizon and have won free suite tickets to Texans game the last 4 years. Wow. Yes, I would love to go next time. I'm going to take Star Wars just because I like those alphabet pins. So I click on it and say claim and open capsule. Right now, I don't think there's any way to claim a capsule and sit on it. I hope to see that in the future at some point. Right now, if you claim anything, you have to open it right away. And we've got the sound. Hold on. I like the sound on these. They did a good job. Let's open it and see what we got. Very magical. Should be a little lightsaber noise in there. We got a pin. What do we get? Looks like a Max Rebo Common Standard Open. Current piece count 808. Now the last one I did that I claimed, I think I got one of the ones with the diamonds around the outside. So you might get those. Let's see on this one. I'm going to go to my collection. There's only 6 days left to claim these, and right now there's only 809 of this. First printing, open edition, which is important notes. because if they do more printing waves, it'll say if it's first print or second print or whatever. It is an open edition. That's good to remember or to know. But 809, in the great scheme of things, is not a huge print run. With 6 days left, it may reach 1,000, but even that's kind of doubtful. Plus, there is a perk if you complete the alphabet of all the letters that they do over the first 3 waves. I think this is coming up on the end of wave 3. There's a special bonus background that you can get. Oh, nice. Cutiebeck said, I got a C-3PO silver count 340, LE340. That's awesome. Per Plum Solve, that's the most common question I get. I just walked through it, but I'll do it again for you. First of all, you gotta have a Disney Plus subscription, right? But then you go to, I'll walk you through the whole thing here. You start with this URL. That's the Disney Plus Perks website, and I'll drop this on YouTube. I'm trying to drop it on YouTube. There we go. And Twitter, just in case. And you're going to be brought to this dashboard. Once you log in, you have to log in first. You cannot navigate to this directly. There's not a direct URL to where I'm going to guide you to, so you have to pay attention. But you log in. Once you log in, you'll see the special offers section right here, right? Once you're in the special offers section, you have all these little blocks here, and you just scroll across all the blocks until you get to the one that looks like Disney Pinnacle right there. And once you click on that, you click on Learn More, and it'll come up, and you'll be able to claim your code that if you're on the desktop version of Disney Pinnacle, you can copy and paste. I just went to my phone and then typed in the code that's shown on screen. You get one code per login. You can get and use multiple codes. So if you have a family friend, sibling, spouse, mom, dad, grandmother, whatever, go and ask them to get you their codes as well, because if they're not going to use it, then you might as well. I forgot to ask. I was at a walk this past weekend, and I could have asked a couple of people. I've been reminding Jungle Bride to do it, and I don't know if he has or not, but we talked about it again. He's very intrigued by all this for sure. He's like, I have credit, because he sold some NBA Top Shot stuff a long time ago, just realized he had the money. He goes, I got like $150 in credit. What do I need to spend it on? I'm like, well, wait till there's another limited drop and get in there and get that. Don't buy the common standard mystery capsules. He might be able to use that on the secondary market as well. So I could actually give him cash and he could buy the Sully pens I need if he wanted to just cash out. I didn't think about that till right now. But I'm very happy to have that Pluto 95 in my collection. Actually, can I sort these by... You can sort by purchase date, pen label, or set name, but you cannot sort by any kind of value or anything, which is a bummer. But I love that. Pluto 95 is one of my most valuable ones. Both that Cars, Lightning McQueen, and Sully there that are both on the same side. Darker backgrounds on the cards. Those are both pretty valuable, like 40, 50 bucks each. Oh yeah, last time I pulled Akbar with the diamond, silver, gold glitter border. I got that Scream canister with the Monsters Inc. Scream canister. That one's a pretty valuable one. Oh, you did problem solved? All right, let's take a look. Both of these, Roz and Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Oh, story. This morning, we've been listening to, there's a local radio station that does it's called the Fresh Out of Bed Head-to-Head Contest, which is the exact same thing they called it at a radio station I used to listen to in Houston, but 2 people call in, real simple questions. They're meant to be rapid fire, just things that most people would know. And this morning, Kelly was like, I was on the car calling on the way home to try and get in because I wanted you to play because you're really good at this stuff. She didn't get in, but we sat down and she goes, let's play against each other. So we're having breakfast and we're listening. And the second question, no lie, was, in this movie, Sully and Mike Wazowski, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it would have been crazy if I got in. I'm like, my name's Sully. And then the question had Sully in it. That would have been funny. This Wally digital display I have with the darker background, that's worth like, I think 20 or 30 bucks. I got that out of a standard canister. That Darth Vader is worth at least 30, 40 bucks. I got that out of a limited mystery capsule. Those are my most valuable ones. So I'm building up a little stock here. Would have been the biggest rig to vote, right? But Problem Solve sent a trade, which for everybody now, the trades are in the app. They used to be, you could only do them on the website, but they're in the app now. So if I go to trades, we talked about this a little on Friday, but trades can only be done Monday through Thursday. And the market for right now is open Friday through Sunday. So you cannot do trades on the weekend. You can't go into the market during the weekday. It's interesting. Eventually it'll be open all the time. But down the side there, you can see all my friends. The only way to get a friend in this is to click on that button to get your trade link, which copies it to the clipboard, and then you can send them a text or DM or an email or whatever, and here's my trade link. Once they go in and click it, then you become friends. Misty had asked about this. I think they're doing it on purpose as they expand out to not let it get out of hand, and they certainly don't want any kids getting messages from, problems. Reminds me of Chick-fil-A, open when I don't want it and closed when I do. Hey, what's up, Funko Photo Lady? And in there, let's see, if I click down the side, nope, where do I see proposed trades? Well, there's Problem Solve's name at the top, so let's click there. And it says, offer received. You received an offer to trade pins, expires in a day. I forgot about the expiration. You got to move fairly quickly on these. So I'm going to view offer. And it's coming up now to show me what the trade offer is. Pending trade. Wants 2 pins from me, a Mickey and a Minnie. And in return, ooh. You sure you want to do that? You want to give me a Sully Volume 1 LE 400 for those Mickey and Minnie? Now, those are both the only ones I have of Mickey and Minnie. You got it cheap? Oh, I'm pretty sure I can easily replace Mickey and Minnie for a relatively low amount of money. I don't want to take advantage of you. That Mickey costs money. Okay, all right. But I want the Sully more. Now, one concern I have, I think I'm going to accept it, by the way, is these are part of a completed set I have. And I wondered about this. Like, once you go in and complete the set, I hope it doesn't lock them in any way. But the fact that you put it there and said, make it part of the trade, I think means I could trade it. Set days for each market style probably creates a bit of FOMO. Well, they're certainly trying to do that as well. It makes sense. I mean, I ultimately want the Sully anyway. There's the Sully he's willing to trade me. And I want that one. I don't have it, so I'm doing it. I don't even care about the value of the Mickey and the Minnie so much. So I'm going to accept the offer. This is my first official trade. Thank you, Problem Solved. I appreciate you. I'm going to say accept offer. What's it say? Trade warning. This trade includes digital pins of different tiers or quantities and may not be fair for both parties. Confirming a trade is final, and once an offer is accepted, the trade is irreversible and cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to continue? By clicking confirm, you agree to our terms of service. Fair enough? Yeah, right, Problem Solved? All right, I'm going to say confirm because I want that deal. And let's see if I get some sort of fun. It's thinking. You can see it thinking. Let's see if I get some sort of fun confetti or fireworks or anything when it finishes. Doesn't look like it. It says, tap here to view your new digital pin in your set collection. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, nope. Thank you, Perplom. Thank you. Oh, what are you doing? I accidentally touched it. I got a new Sully pin. One less for me to track down. I love it. That is an LE 400. It was an open edition. Therefore, it's not, it doesn't have a serial number. But very cool. Another Sully off the list. I think there's like 7 or 8 in total. And now I have 4 or 5. So thank you, Perplom. I appreciate it. Now, what I like is I could probably go get that Mickey and Minnie this weekend if I want to complete that set. I'll worry about that later. But now let's look at my completed sets. Let's see what this looks like. That was the initial. Yeah, it's no longer in my completed sets. It was smart enough to remove it. That's not the one. The navigation of the sets leaves something to be desired, for sure. I have a hard time finding some of these ever. Oh, it's a starter edition. Mickey and Friends. There it is. Yeah, so I did have it, and now they are grayed back out again. So I could trade for them again if I wanted to complete the set, but now that is no longer a completed set. I will have to get those to complete. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with the trade, so thank you again, Perplon. So now you got to go find a Mickey and a Minnie to complete your set. Exactly, and I could do that through trades, or I could do that on the market this weekend. I wonder if you had a completed set that earned you a background, would you keep it? Probably not, but that's a good question. I thought somebody said something about if you got the Pluto, and I think I saved this to do with you guys, that there may be a background that you got with that one. It was the navigation on this is horrible. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the Pluto one. Like, I've started it, and it should be right up near the top where I can easily see it, but it's not. And if I go to featured, it's not there. In progress, you would think it'd be there, but that means you had to have clicked on something to say, I'm collecting this one, but I hadn't clicked on the Pluto at all. I don't even know where to go for it. I'm not going to continue to fight it. It'll eventually come back up again. Red Ranger says, I wonder if you had a completed set that earned you... Oh, yeah, I read that. Will Pinnacle or Dapper have any kind of presence at NYCC? Great question, Red Ranger. Let's research this, because if they are there, I want to be there. New York Comic Con 2025 vendors. Exhibitors. Good, there's a list I can search. Let's try Dapper first. No Dapper. Let's try Disney. Publishing, consumer products, and interactive media. Could that be? Did we get any kind of description? No. No description. I've not seen anything on their app indicating they would be there. Let's try NBA. Just see if there's Top Shot registered. No, I didn't think there would be. There isn't. We could look up Pinnacle. Highly doubtful, but nothing. So I don't think there's a presence. I think it's a huge miss for them to not be at these cons. Just like I always thought Droppp needed part of a booth, of the Funko booth. It didn't need to be huge. It just needed to be something. Talk to people. Answer questions. Help them through on their app. Like, that stuff goes a long ways. Perplom said Star Wars Outfit is going to have that if you achieve within the time frame, but I think once earned, you don't have to keep the set. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Topps is going to be there. They have a booth. I definitely want to stop by. Yeah, I would like to stop by the Disney booth for sure. I've got a bunch of booths to stop by, and I got to hit those first. I'll see what I can hit on the way, for sure. But there's always some good stuff there. Every year I used to go after the Scotty Young pins at the Marvel booth, and I'm both sad and not so sad that they no longer work with Scotty Young on those pins, because I was spending a lot of money on them. But I did love them. I still have a bunch. Yeah, I got running shoes for sure. I'll be moving and grooving. Okay, what else did I have on the agenda? Again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on Disney Pinnacle. I'm going to leave that up to you guys for, your excitement level on all this. I am excited about it, but I feel like we're going to crickets each time I get into it. So, all right, Priscilla, thank you again for your generosity today. You're amazing. Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful week. Best of luck with all your New York Comic Con announcements. What was I going to do? Oh, I was looking at make sure we did everything. I never turned the music back on. Boarding pass. Make sure you pre-order. If you want the bonus NFTs, you got to pre-order by tomorrow. First wave of emails went out up to orders placed last night and today. I will send more emails soon, and prefer you pay by Friday if you want to get the bonus items and the early low mint number passes. We talked about Funimation Snapshot. We talked about Disney Pinnacle trading. And I've got a free NFT for everybody, as promised. So that covers most of it. I'm at y'all's disposal / mercy if you have questions. and we are close to maxing out my dedicated GPU. So I think what I might do, this is so stupid I have to do this, is do what I did the other day. I'm going to close the stream for just a minute, flash the graphics card, and then come back. It's worked well the other day. Hopefully it does again today. So you guys bear with me. I'll put it in the chat. About to reset the stream. Will be within a minute. Hopefully. This is a real show with a break in the middle to have a drink. No flashing the camera. Yeah, good call, Zach Bonifer. All right, I'm going to do this right now. I'll be right back. Really weird. This time it did not bring the dedicated GPU down. Every time I think you got something figured out, it brought it down just a little bit, but not much. That's silly. That's really silly. I don't understand. Fastest Flash since those commercials I used to see on TV in the early... Oh, like the guy with the Micro Machines voice? That kind of... All right, let me get the YouTube chat back because I killed it. So this last time it brought that down from nearly 100% usage of my dedicated RAM to nothing. This time it brought it down maybe 10%. That doesn't make any sense. Same actions... Same programs are open or closed. Make sure Discord is open in the background. Quitting it, sometimes that makes a big difference. Did nothing this time. Absolutely insane. Computers are supposed to same behavior, same actions, same results is what's supposed to be happening. 0 cents. 0 cents. There's an echo. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. I did find out one thing, and that is Meld will enable hardware encoding of your stream for certain graphics cards, and mine's not currently supported. So I'm wondering if I make the investment of one of those specific graphics cards, will I benefit from it? I could try it. If it doesn't work, I could return it. I may try that. I don't want to spend that money, but I'm really sick of these problems. Booth 1035 is a booth that has digital packs, but you unlock a graded card. Oh, yeah. Is that... Hold on. Courtyard? It asterisked out the first couple characters of what you wrote there. I think it's... Yeah. And so for that, make sure you go ahead and download the Courtyard app in advance and get a profile set up, because what you'll do is go to the booth, you'll show them some information in the app, and then you get to hit the big red button, and on a screen it'll show you what you got. And they are giving away, there's I think some comics valued at up to $1,000, and it's very smart of them. This is what I'm talking about. In a physical digital world, you've got to guide people along, and this not only guides you along, you get the app, they're going to talk to you about it, they're going to show you what you're going to do. Then you're going to get up there and you're going to hit this big red button. It creates this experience. You can have somebody video it in case you're the one that pulls the big thing. If not, you got something. It's now in your app. It starts to get you familiar with it and comfortable with it. This is the kind of things you have to do when you're transitioning people from one thing to another. That just reminded me, in this fidgetal world. Years ago, I don't know if I've told this story before. I used to manage this department at a printing company called The Vault. It's a cool name for it, right? Because it was literally in a big fireproof vault at one point. But we stored plans for construction projects. And when it started, it was literal big rolls of paper And a guy like a plumber would call up and he'd go, I need the plumbing plans for this project, this address. Somebody would write down which pages he needed. I need P1, P2, P3, P4. They were literally labeled like that. Very straightforward. He might also need a couple other sheets for reference. They would pull the big roll, get those sheets out, print a copy of each, staple them together, put the big roll back on the shelf, and then put that order up for that person. That would cost that guy like a fee to pull the roll and a fee for printing each of the items. So he might pay $20 for that. Not bad, right? But then we try to go digital with it. So instead of keeping all the rolls, we'd scan everything in the first place. We'd name it all in the system, put it into this database, and I was in charge of all that. I had learned the software forward and backward, even though it almost killed me at first to learn it. It was very complicated, and then all of a sudden one day I was like, oh, I got it. It makes so much sense now. And I became the expert on that software, one of the top in the country, actually. But anyway, so we went digital. But here's the problem. Now you got Bubba in the pickup truck, because that's what, I'm not making fun, that's literally these guys were. That were the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, all these guys that do the actual construction on one side. On the other side, you got architects and engineers. Those guys are doing everything digitally, sending it over. They would actually eventually send prints because they had to sign off of it and stamp it. They'd send that over. But then you got those guys who all they ever want to do is pick up the phone and call. They did not want to do anything digitally. And we're trying to convince them to order from the system, because then it cuts out on so much labor and they verify they're getting the right thing before they get it, because that was always a problem. Anyway, long story short, they didn't want to convert. They're like, it's way easier for me to pick up the phone and tell you that little lady, whoever answered the phone, that I want these certain sheets than it is to go on the box on my desk and order. And so I was at managing that, and I'm like, how do we convince these guys to go over there? Like, we've got to convince them to try this new digital thing. And I was like, well, I went to my boss and I said, what if we gave, for their first order digital, we gave them a $10 gift card to Amazon? And he's like, well, why would we do that? And I'm like, well, we're already charging them a $10 fee for each order. And that's just money we make. So the first time it's just a wash. But we offer it to them specifically. You place your first order, you create your login and ID, and on that first one, we will send you a code for a $10 gift card for your personal use. Instant win. All of them were like, wait a minute, what? That's not going to my company? I get it? Like, yep. Okay, I'll do it. Walk me through it. And so we would help them, and they would go place their order, and they would order the things digitally, and it would cut down on redos and time spent on the phone with them. They would go in there and realize these aren't the plans I need. They'd talk to the architect, we'd get the right things. It solved a lot of problems, and it was just a slow transition, but we finally got there. And it cost us, but then after the first wave, we were still making all that money. Junior since 82, me as the manager, when I order things, I make phone calls. I'm not learning 10 suppliers' websites. However, my purchaser orders things on those websites. She has time to learn. Yes, yeah, you have a dedicated purchaser. That makes a lot of sense, Junior. Yeah, and think about the value of that person now. You cannot lose that person. So that was another thing I learned when I was managing people, was you can never have one person that knows how to do everything, because if something happens to that person, you are screwed. So you always got to cross-train. You need to have 2 or 3 people. That person needs to be training the other ones for when they're out, et cetera, et cetera. I do find great value in her and her knowledge of those sites. Yeah. Remember, you've created this asset. You've trained this asset. She could easily go somewhere else, or she could demand a pay raise. She has leverage. But if you are to train multiple people how to do that, so she has backups, then she doesn't have as much leverage. You still need to treat her, well. But that's something I learned, because when I would go on vacation, there were so many things that I knew how to do that nobody else knew how to do, and it really screwed me until I got to the point where, like, nope, here's a chart of all the activities that everybody, I need a bunch of people to know how to do, so pick what you want to do and I'll train you guys. And I slowly but surely trained my staff up to where I didn't have to do any of that stuff if I didn't want to. It's tricky, but you have to do it. Anyway, I don't even teach you how to manage. I'm just saying out loud for my own benefit. That's it. That's all I got for today. But I'd like to play maybe a few games or something. Chuck said we're getting the new Fortnite, or it's coming back, the Horde mode, which I love. Yeah, Uga, in incentivizing people, you have to do it. You cannot expect them to willingly learn something new. People don't want to learn something new. And most people. I love it. Walking Miracle, I think I'm going to skip it this time just because of the technical difficulties. The computer's so close to crashing again. I think I'll hold off on it. Nothing against Twitchy Tides, but I know that it does seem to cause some issues. So I'm gonna hold off this time. Just a reminder, it's the last day of the month, and I got Battle Bowls with mints 3, 2, and 1. If you're playing Twitchy Tides, make sure you get into those Battle Bowls, because that could get you some additional NFTs. But yeah, thank you, Walking Miracle. Yeah, I just didn't have space on there. It wasn't to purposely leave them out. But let me see what do I want to play? Rocket League or Fortnite? What do you guys want to see? Rocket League or Fortnite? Or do you not care? I feel like I want a new game. Not today, but just in general. Fortnite. Larry 3. Like Leisure Suit Larry? I don't have that one. Well, I mean, the sad thing is I don't play many games anymore. I don't have a lot of time. So, you know, with only Tuesday and Friday streams. But for Extra Life, you know, definitely, maybe that's a good time to break out a new game. Maybe that's a good time to play one of those games that I can make some money off of, and we could donate some of that or all of it to the kids. Yeah, for Problem Solved, they can be for sure. We're kind of tied at Rocket League and Fortnite. I think I'll go Rocket League. Let's see if we can not crash the system. And get some audio in here. No kidding, for Problem Solved. That's very interesting. I don't think I'm ranked yet. Oh, no, I am. Gold 2, Division 3. Yuck. I played over the weekend for a few minutes, and I just got, like, a couple games had good teammates, and then I had another one. Oh, it just started this whole, like, 8 losses in a row. Started with some kid who all he wanted to do was type how trash we all were. I was like, I don't want to play anymore. I don't understand that mentality, but I never will, so I don't know why I keep saying anything at all. Oh, yeah, I didn't change the game. Those people feed me? Wait, what's that mean, per Problem Solved? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That sounds like it could go either way. Either way is a great description. Okay, good enough. Crap. Oh, I just missed putting that right back in. Oh, let's go. There you go. Perfect pass. Put it in there. Oh, no. And then I hit my teammate. What a ding dong. Me, not him. I got a crazy new boost. Makes great noise. Oh, misjudged it. Come on. We just Swifty. I saw that, Nadu. $52 billion. That's insane. And Warner Brothers might sell. I heard Netflix might be making an offer, which would change things up a lot. That'd be interesting. Ah, I did not plan that right at all. Uh-oh, still in front of the goal. Come on, set it up. Oh, somebody already got that boost. Ding dang. Oh no. Get it out. Yes. Nice. What a save. No. Ho, ho, ho. Unreal. They didn't score on these. Oh, what a save. How did I not hit that? Dude, why are you tapping? I saw that, my teammate creeping in there. Playing good defense. As I say it, there we go. Unrelated, but if anyone ever played those mobile games, Star Wars Hunters, servers close down tomorrow if you want to jump in one more time. Man, I remember when they closed down the Halo 2 servers, like, do I need to jump in there and play again? I did not. I probably should have. So much fun over the years playing Halo 2. Oh. Oh, he snuck it behind that guy. Oh, good defense, though. He tried to set it. Pretty good attempt. There it is. Get in there, ball. Oh, let's go. That was a great pass. I just put a little hip on it. Just a little nudge to redirect it. Look at that. Woo, let's go. Clean, right, Shep? I had a great highlight the other day. Where I shot on the goal, jumped up in the air, and went right at the guy who was defending. He hit the ball, great block, but I stuffed it right back into the goal. If I could access that easily, I'd show it, but I don't know how to do that. Oh no, that's a goal. I thought my guy had it, so I didn't attempt. I didn't want to hit him. You know what I need to do? I need to pick a clean goal explosion. I have so many like cool, super rare ones, and I just never actually spend the time to like build the blueprint. Spend like a couple bucks, I could have them. Uh-oh. Come on, homie. Get that out of there. Oh, my teammate spawned right there. What are the odds? Get back on defense just in case. This is our game to win or lose. We just can't make any stupid moves. Don't want to, what is the phrase? Don't want to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. There we go. Nice. Odds are 1 and 2, as there's 2 spawn points per. Yeah, exactly, Falconer. As I said, what are the odds? I was thinking, well, pretty straightforward. Lord Gage, what's happening? How are you now? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys don't forget to claim your free NFT for today if you're just coming in. I got put down in just dismal gold mid-level. I'm platinum, and I just got stuck with the wrong people to play with. I gotta get out of this basement. There's some decent players in here, but there's a lot of people that, like, you clearly don't know what they're doing. Played on a team the other day. No one would play defense. They refused to play defense. A few times I pushed up to try and score. Goals left wide open. Nobody would rotate at all. So frustrating. You got to know your part if you're going to play. I don't think most people care, but I do. Already with the 1 of saves. There you go, boys. Get it out of that corner. Get it out of the corner. There we go. I'll get it. I'll get it going. That's a shot. That's a shot. Good defense. I use what to save non-sarcastically. I'm like the one person left who does it. I'm weird. Oh, he stuffed it back. He almost got the same highlight I got the other day. What? How did I not hit that? Come on, Inspector Sean. Ooh, clean shot. Nice. See, that's a pretty cool goal explosion. Oh, I thought for a quick second that was the Peacemaker intro. That was Blink 182. Way to be there. That's how you do a kickoff. Right in the middle. Whiffa. Big whiffa. No. Oh, dude. There you go. There you go. Come on. Get it out of the side. Get it off the side. Why are you guys together? Spread it on out. Exploded. Oh, I was almost there. I knew it was in a good spot for him to hit. I was trying to time coming across the goal, but just off. I almost had it. Oh, the dude almost botched it. God. He did. I don't know what he was doing. I think he must have just got to the goal. No! Ow! What are you? This is what I'm talking about. What are they even doing? Oh, man. Rough. We should be getting the forfeit votes any second. Nope, that's over. I knew he was going to beat me to the ball, but I couldn't tell by how much. Oh, he got a piece of it. I thought I was getting a shot on goal. Oh, really, Mindy? You going somewhere fun? I hope so. Hope you're doing well today. Ah, couldn't get the wheels on the ground. Good save. Dang it, just overshot it. Oof, I think I had a chance. All right, boys, we got to score. Oh, dang it. Oh, how did I not get a piece of that? By the way, I forgot to give points for that first game. We got the win. Well, I did not play great. Almost a low score, but... Well, Mindy, I hope wherever you're going, it's fun. 2 weeks. Oh, here we go. I'm going to New York. My niece had a baby, and I am a great aunt for the first time, but my mom is a great grandma. Oh, how awesome. Well, congratulations. So you're going to go help around the house with the baby and get to bond with her a little bit? I remember meeting my niece for the first time. Just a little ball of gurgles and so cute. She still is. Hey, Rob Red, what's happening, baby? How are you now? Yeah, I get back to the classics from time to time, you know. I wouldn't say I'm at my best playing, but I'm decent right now. Just kept getting paired with some just abysmal players. And things like that. Or somebody's not there at kickoff. Holy shnikes. Gregory. Oh, great name. I notice older names are like making a comeback now. Like there's girls in my niece's class, or my stepdaughter's class, that are like my grandmother's names. Oh, couldn't get the boost. Tried to play where I thought he'd go with it. Bad hit. That's a set. See if anybody's there. Oh. Tried to give one more tap above the defender. Master Ease, what's up? How you doing? Don't forget to claim your free NFT for today. Exclamation point free NFT in the chat. Saw my teammate had it. Oh, I almost stole it. I just about had it. That might have made him a little angry. Oh, hop. Oh, I was hoping that was enough. No rotating, huh? That was fortunate. Oh, that might be a shot on goal. Saved. What a save. Oh, I did not think he was going to beat me to that. Oh, that was a good shot. He saved it. I didn't get credit for it, but I thought that was going right at the goal. Good hit. There you go. Good job, teammate. Nice. Good shot. Whoa, that was a crazy double hit. Robert, what's new with you, brother? Whoops, I caused that problem. Way to pick up on it. Oh, I think I knocked that guy into it. Did I do that or did he do that? I'm pretty sure I hit that little shorty guy into the ball. Watch. No, I just knocked him out of the way. Thinking about doing an undergrad in physical therapy, but I'm not sure if I can stomach another 4. Oh, God. Yeah, when I got to into my undergrad, I'm like, I'm not going for a master's or another degree. I just want to be done. But if you got, I don't know if you're paying the bills or somebody else paying the bills, but if you can do it, the more degrees, hopefully the better money you make getting out and long term. So I was paying my own way too, so I didn't want to watch that total increase anymore. I knew school wasn't for me in kindergarten. That's where we differ. I loved school starting in kindergarten. It was around 6th grade where I started to dislike school, but knew I needed it. Like, well, I'll keep doing as best I can. All right, that's a win. Points added. 25 points just for being here for the win. Whoops. I think I just closed YouTube by accident. I was trying to look at something and I thought it opened a separate tab. I'm doing good, Rob. Got a busy few months coming up. This is my last weekend this weekend before it starts off, and I'm going to New York, then San Diego, then like a 1-week break, and then to Salt Lake City for different conventions. And then we've got Extra Life. Well, my birthday, Extra Life, coming up in November. Just going to be a busy stretch, but all fun stuff. So I'm not complaining. Yes, no, Masters is good if you have the stomach for it and you can afford it. If somebody else is paying the bills, or if you can afford to take on that much of a loan. But when I got to that point, I'm like, I can't wait another day and watch that loan amount go up, because it was completely on me, and I can't sit in another class. I just couldn't do it. I was already at the point where it was like, I can do the work, I can make good grades, but I did not want to sit in another class. Do I regret it? I didn't until the last few years. Now it would have been nice to have the Masters, but ironically, it should matter less. I've got far more work experience, life experience now, but doesn't seem to matter too much. Yeah, but you know what's interesting? I got a buddy who's trying to get a job right now. He was an engineer, and then he went and he learned to code so he could write apps. He's going for jobs, and basically everybody's saying, we're not hiring, or we're not going to hire many positions because of the whole AI thing, but we're finding out the AI thing is not what we thought it was. Just in general, companies are saying this. Like, it's not the big cut out the labor that we thought it would be. It's more just a good tool. And so in 6 months to a year, we're going to be hiring again more people to use the AI. So a lot of good people lost their jobs only to find out that AI was not the answer. And they're doing study after study that's proving this now. So he's having a hard time finding a job. That's the short of it. An integrated 4-year master's. But speaking to the lectures, it would only help in the latter stages of your career, as all grads would start as band 5 physical therapists. So you can work on your master's later while you're working. I don't know if that's as easy there as a lot of people do it here. Well, I think when I'm asking the question about AI in regards to jobs right now, not what they can or can't do. Yeah, exactly. The cost is way up there. It's more the behind the scenes at actual schools. People are using it wrong. Yeah, it's a tool that tools will always be misused or used correctly, or somebody's going to be able to use it way better than others. But all these companies thought, oh, we don't have to pay labor anymore. The AI is going to do all the things for us. It'll code masterfully and create all of our stuff and look at all of our analytics and our spreadsheets for us and do everything. And they're finding out, well, you still have to have people that know what they're doing to manage it. It can't just do everything. AI actress thing. A full undergrad's only $7K? What? How? Mine was way more than that, and I went to kind of a small joke of a school compared to a lot of the universities people go out here. Must be subsidized by the government there a lot. I messed it up. Drew's company has tight limits on AI. The company policy, we don't want to give away our secrets or release government secrets. Yeah, because anything you put in there, it just feeds it into the machine and can give everybody that info. Wow, that's crazy, Rob. Well, I would say at a bare minimum, get that undergrad for sure, but you already know that. But if a $20K master's degree, probably worth it. I paid a lot more than that for my undergrad. Oh, my own teammate defended it. You got to get out of the way, homie. Oh, it was a good pass. This guy just keeps hitting wow every few seconds. That's not annoying at all. Of course, when I finally come out. All right, we want to use WoW a lot? I'll use WoW a lot. Well, we're moving on to OMG. I don't have OMG. Dang it. Shot at goal. A good try on that pass. Oh, I thought I was going to destroy him, and I got destroyed. No, don't hit it. That guy, my teammate blew the guy up that was sitting in the goal to give me that. That was awesome. I have a bachelor's in fine art. Let me tell you a thing or two about infectious diseases. Oh, yeah, right. Wish they'd remove what a save from the game. BS of Applied Biotech. And that doesn't stand for Bachelors of Science. Exactly. Oh, the setup was there. Good job, Janie. No, just missed it. So did he. Just full of BS. Another 25 points. Right now is a great time to pick up older NFT physicals. Oh, really? They're a lot of the redeemables inexpensive? Nice job, Comic Zombie. On Whatnot, or where are you doing that? Because what I'm seeing on Whatnot, I've said this before, but Whatnot is just really deteriorating the value of a lot of things. People throwing these things up super cheap and just running them through as quick as they can. The first AF Grail, what is AF? Not Avatar. April Fools. April Fool for 50. Wow. Yeah, where was this at, though? Where are you getting it? Is it Whatnot or eBay or? Yeah, a Mercari, really. Everybody's looking for a good deal. And when they get stuff cheap, if it gets applied to the algorithm, which that algorithm is broken as hell right now across the board for like HobbyDB, the Funko app, etc. But when they do that, they are decreasing the value of the pop. Oh, he stole it. I can't believe I was able to get back into position to save that one. I thought I was going to tap it one more time right there, and I went over the ball. right place again. Come on. Oh, nobody was there to receive the set. And we got no defense. No defense. Got to rotate. At this point, I think people feel Droppp is dead, whether it is or not, and are purging physicals, which makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Yeah, it makes zero sense. But the sad truth is, if it's in the mindset of people that because Droppp is closed, they have no value, then it will have no value, no matter how good the pop is. It'll take some time for that to get out of people's heads. There's going to be a whole wave of collectors that are going to come in, though, who are going to be like, what's Droppp even? I don't know, but that pop is cool, and I want it. Oh, how did I not touch that again? I thought I was going to hit one more hit on it. Yeah, it makes zero sense that because of the digital platform it might be no longer, that the pop has no value. Ah. Yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, that might be a great tactic for the future, though. You pick them up now cheap while people are going through this emotional part of it, and then the logical wins out over time, and they will have good value. So you might be making great investments there. That's a good hit. Oh, he put it in for us. Meanwhile, people will spend $700 to get a limited edition tiered pricing pop that are 4,000 of. Because it's hot. It's now. Oh, it's almost a really good pass. Those guys pushed up. No. Ugh. No rotation. I was back there on my own. And my teammate knocked the hell out of me. Or I'd have been there to get that too. Right to this guy. That was a bad hit. Oh, I thought I got that past him. Oh, almost stuffed that in there. Come on. There we go. Nice shot. I want the van from the Rocket Pass, but I don't play Rocket. Oh, you want to end Fortnite? I feel like they should all be cross-compatible at this point, but they are not. Come on, boys. Oh, I did not see that coming. 2 on 3. Yeah, the Batmobile was the hot one. Was it last week? I got a couple decent wraps for that one. I love the turtle van, even though I'm not the biggest turtle fan in the world, is like the coolest thing. Those licensed ones. Oh, I ran out of boots. Come on, Alejandro. Oh yeah, the battle bus is fun. I was just telling Kelly yesterday how we had the Fortnite party at Funko HQ when I was there, when we first got that Funko license, and we had the giant inflatable battle bus that Spirit Halloween made. That was a lot of fun. Somewhere I got photos of that. I was out of momentum. Oh, good defense. I really thought that was going to be shot on goal right there. There it is. Game! I wanted to go as a fanatic. This was before I was into Fortnite. Oh, nice. I saw, what is it, Diana that's up there that's always at HQ, and she's on Instagram. She always finds all the thrift shop and local gaming finds. She found what she thinks was Brian Mariotti's shirt from the grand opening. And I don't know how she knows it's his, but she posted on Instagram. I meant to ask her how she knows it's his, because I thought there were more than one of those. I could be wrong. I thought there were several people that had those, but I could be wrong. Been a long time. That was HQ opened in what, 2017, 18? Yeah, she's good. She knows her stuff. She keeps finding amazing like gaming deals because there's so many executives from like Nintendo and Microsoft and stuff up here, and they'll get things and then they'll just sell it at a garage sale because it doesn't mean anything to them. But where's my teammates there? Come on, where are my teammates? Those weren't great sets, but they were something. Were we both playing defense? Never seen that before. Almost didn't matter there. Please stop this. Please stop this. Thank you. Oh, what? I found a rare Hikari on Goodwill Finds from Pop Asia's Myths and Legends. I think it was a 101. Bought it, and they canceled my order saying they broke it and threw it away. Oh, no. Dude, send me the pieces. I still paid for it. Of course, hopefully they refunded you, but still, crazy. Come on, stupid face. That's his name. I'm not calling him names. It's his literal gamer tag. He's playing some hardcore defense. Oh. Dang it! Misjudged. That's just bad play. I should have had that. Stupid face is just all about the defense. Come on. Somebody on my team. Oh, he won't leave the goal, huh? All right, well, at least we know we have dedicated defense. Oh, man, come on, twice I've just huffed the, just gotten right past these things and not hit them. So stupid. Are you kidding me? That guy is right there. Probably Red Ranger, it's possible. Yep, Viking Miracle. Yep, like you said. They want to forfeit. There's 2 minutes and 33 seconds in the game left. And they're willing to toss in the towel. This is just a sad state of affairs. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it, so I left it. Stupid. Too high. Took out the goalie. No love, no help. Oh, he's backed off. Come on. Oh, keep messing up. Ah, that was another prime opportunity. I could have scored. Minute 15, we got to score. Oh, we came out of the goal. We had enough. We pulled our goalie. Oh, I was hoping that touching it would mess them up. There we go. It did, I guess. Possible comic zombie. Yeah, when they went to find it, they couldn't find it at all because somebody had already yanked it. I've had a couple of my heart started racing moments where somebody's bought something from my Whatnot store and then I can't find it. I'm like, did I have my inventory wrong or something? But I've always found it. It just was sometimes took me a while because I've got hundreds of pops just in this room alone that are up for sale. There we go. There we go, boys. Crushing Sandos. 30 seconds left. Come on now. Come on, Bailey. Put it in there. Yeah, Bailey! I don't know, Bailey. We were ready to forfeit. By we, I mean you one lowly giver-upper. No cars pops. Really? I have some, but I've not put them up for sale. I only have like one or two. I'll have to go see what I got. I haven't really looked. That's interesting that the value might be going up on those specifically. Oh, they're right to the teammate who can shoot. Oh, it's just a bit outside. Ah. I knew you didn't mean poops. At least you didn't say Funkos. I'd rather you say poops than Funkos. It's far less ignorant. There it is, kids. Where are you? Where are you? There's a dangerous leave right in the middle there. Oh, I almost did it. Oh, I saved it there, though. Wouldn't it be crazy if that went in? Oh no, what have I done? I had lost all momentum. I wasn't quite sure what to do with that. Wait, I rammed him. How did I get blown up? Dang it. I thought he was going to hit it. Oh, just a bit outside. No, not like this, not like this. Still got a piece of it. Not like, I know when I say it, that's what I always think, popping stock. Not like these. Oh, I thought somebody was coming in. I thought for sure I heard. Oh, there he is. Horrible hit. Horrible hit. What happened there? A long OT game. Good hit. Oh no. Shoot it, it's open. Yeah, there it is. That was a horrible game. Exactly, Wackamere. It's not like NFL rules or anything. Had points for all. That's a cool car, that lo-fi. I haven't seen that before. A win's a win, exactly. Even if it took an extra 15, 20 minutes. I had 5 shots on goal that time. See if I can break into plat. I'm not looking to party up with a stupid face. No offense, stupid face. Eventually, OT times out to where the winner is the team with the most shot. I don't think I've ever experienced that. How many minutes do you think that is? Oh, God, no, Misty. Watching the Cowboys get a half a win the other day. Blech, stupid. There was some horrible clock management at the end of that game, and honestly, the Cowboys should have just won it, but really, Ben, wow, crazy. Yeah, I saw Darth Wacko on a tirade about that. Yeah, that was, I turned into the end of it, and I wanted to see, of course, the Cowboys lose as God intends, but ended up being a tie, and then it messes up everybody's balance sheet for the year. Like, everybody's got it when they show it can't be just wins and losses. Now it's 5-1-1. I hate that. Like, bleh. Right, Shep? My wife and Macy cannot understand why I despise Dallas. And I'm like, you pick a team, and then you have your natural enemies. Like, if you're a Redskins fan, you can't be a Detroit fan. You know, you hate Detroit. Like, it's one of those things. And I think every fan of any NFL team should hate the Cowboys, as God intends. Maybe hate's too strong of a word. Not want the Cowboys to win. Really made me question the Packers, though, if they could beat the Cowboys, who were blown out of the Bears. All right? Oh, nice, Comic Zombie. Congratulations. Yeah, Team America. America's team to hate. Exactly. Oh, what? My wife just got the 17 or whatever the newest iPhone was, and man, the photos are beautiful. They look great. Low light, great outside, especially. My God, she took a new picture of Charlie and just clean. You got okay, so you got the last model. Nice, very nice. Justin said, "I'm always envious of students in Georgia since they had a lottery and almost." Kids there could go to undergrad for basically nothing at any state university." Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool. Sorry for the slow response, but because of the computer problems, I've had the chat open over here. Looks like we're teetering on the edge of crashing. Yeah, I'm with you, Comic Zombie. That's what Kelly was gonna do, and then she let FOMO kind of get her, and she bought the 17. I would rather get the last gen, because usually they're, any bugs or kinks or problems you know about. But Apple's so good at like taking the one thing that you're going to get and only making it available in the new phone. It's just a marketing ploy that works. I'm on my 14. And she asked me if I want a new phone. I was like, I can't justify spending that money on that. This phone works fine. Would I like better pictures? Sure. Do I need them? Probably not. For her job, it's important, though, because she posts a lot of hair photos. She's been creating more content, so it makes sense. Oh, he got that out of my way just in time. He knew I was about to shoot it. Whoa, that did some crazy stuff. Oh, nice. I was on the 11 Pro Max for 5 years. You got your money's worth. Oh, have you tried it, Comic Zombie? I've never tried it on my phone. Or iPad or anything. Well, maybe on my iPad once. I don't want to lie. Just to kind of mess around with it a little bit. But I'd have to definitely pair a controller with it. I could not play with the on-screen boutons. Oh. And that left me out of goal. Dang it. That was my fault. I've used it in creative mode. I'm not sure if I like the on-screen buttons. I want to pair a controller. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's up, Tanner? How are you, bud? How are you now? Good and you? Not so bad. Did you guys see Tamer is back to streaming? He was on last night for a while. I know Allie was there. I think Misty swung by. But good to hear his voice again. He's doing some like Labubu 3D printing stuff. So fun. It's funny because Las Vegas Ape was doing that too today. He found some really cool 3D. What do you call them? Templates or whatever of like a Labubu with like wings and a long tail and stuff. They're crazy looking. Oh my lord. I'm good. Anxious, waiting on the Yankees Sox game. Is this this isn't wild card, is it? Is this the first of the playoffs? What a matchup. Freaking Seattle made the playoffs. It is wild card. Okay. Yeah, I know the wild card games are like earlier. They're like day games. Yeah, well, best of luck to your team. I'm not a Yankees fan. I can't root for them, but for you, I'll put in a good word. My second team back in the day was always the Red Sox. I enjoyed watching them play in the 2000s. I don't know which is worse, the Yankees or I think the Cowboys are worse as far as those giant franchises. I get the Yankees in some ways. The Cowboys, no. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, really? It's crazy how the seating works, yeah. Agreed, Shepard, agreed. And the blown opportunities over the years. They've had some amazing players and have not been able to do it. The Yankees at least can capitalize on that, like, every so often. Oh, no. Yeah, you lost your Expos. That's similar to up here in the Seattle Supersonics. This town has never recovered from that. People talk about it constantly. The old logo is always around and mimics still. Like, people are hurt by that big time. Sean Kemp around here, who used to play for the Seattle Supersonics, is a god. Sorry, teammate. I shouldn't have done that. No! I was there! He just got it over my head. Nice shot. If they beat Boston, Game 3 of the ALDS will be in NYC. The night I have free before the con, I will be... Oh, Tanner, dope! I hope it works out, man. That would be so cool to be there. I hope it lines up for you, man. There it is, somebody. Oh, you got to follow that. Come on, Azrael, that's yours. Ugh, that did not. I held the boost too long. Messed the whole thing up. Oh, come on. I had the car turn the wrong way. That was on me. Last year I bought last-minute tickets to the ALCS, and it was one of the best nights of my life. One row behind Soto in right field. Saw Judge Homer and my first playoff. So fun, man. So fun. I miss playoff baseball. My Astros were so good for years while I was there, and playoff games, just such a vibe, man. Such a vibe. Oh, man. Oh, good defense. They rotated in to position just right. Oh, nice shot. Can't believe that worked. Oh, nice, Tanner. I one time I went to see Boston play Boston play the Yankees in Yankee Stadium the same year that Boston ended up winning it all. What, 2004? And I took the subway from Manhattan all the way through, like the Harlem and the whole nine to get there. It was a lot of fun, but it's a little crazy. It's a little overwhelming for your first time. Yeah, I hope it works out, man. That'd be really cool to be able to go catch a game. Especially those two teams. It doesn't get much more storied than that when it comes to baseball. That rivalry is just wow. That's that year, what, 2004, 2005, whatever year that was, where the Red Sox were down 3 games and came back and won. It had only been done like maybe never in the history of baseball at that point. And then went on to win the World Series when Ortiz, Big Papi. Yeah, it was amazing to watch because everybody had written them off. There's a good documentary on I forget which station now. I just watched part of the other day talking about that again, and I got to relive it a little bit. I watched most of it, didn't finish it. I mean, and you should. If your team is up 3-0 in the playoffs, best of 7 series, and you blow it, and you give it up to a team, and it wasn't like they were blowouts or anything. Every game was a battle. It was insane to watch because you think, well, there's no way. They won a game, great. Yankees will get it. Oh, they won 2? Nah, Yankees still got this. They tie it up 3 apiece to break the curse, no doubt. Exactly. It was so fun to watch. So fun. I mean, I can't imagine if one of those 2 were actually my team. I just watched it as like an innocent bystander. Team effort. You guys are in the same spot. That means nobody's in defense. They can't hear me. Yeah, I think we've seen the Sox and the Cubbies both get out of there. I keep holding the boost button too long, and then I got nothing left at the top to make a movement with. Oh, watch that. The longer I play, the worse I start making mistakes. I don't know, my eyes get fatigued or what, but we're approaching the end of this. Oh my God, somebody hit it. Oh my God. Dang, if I could have got that directed at the goal properly. Oh, and then I botched it again. What am I doing? Horrible hits. Saw my teammate. Oh, get in there. Yeah, he did not see me behind the ball. I said nice shot. I shouldn't have said nice shot to myself. I attribute that World Series to getting me back into baseball. I was very invested in the World Series. We went to see the Cubs at Magic Kingdom after. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the Indians, yeah, are now the what are they now? Not the Commanders. What is it? Guardians. The Guardians. My father-in-law is good friends with the manager. They've known each other for many, many years. He got to go see him play the Rockies when they were in town, since he's in Colorado now. Yeah, I haven't watched baseball regularly in quite a few years. I've become more of a football fan, but I still kind of watch from time to time. In playoff season, usually when I get interested. Oh, yeah, Callard, I want to see that. Looks good. I like Glenn Powell. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you're here, I got a reservation to the panel for Running Man at New York Comic Con on Friday morning with Edgar Wright, Glenn Powell, and I can't remember who the third one was in there. But I'm excited because I really like Edgar Wright's one of my favorite directors, and I really like Glenn Powell in almost everything he's in. Son of a biscuit. Tigers beat the Guardians and Lions beat the Browns. Sad day for Cleveland. Yeah. Well, at least my Texans finally got a win. They stomped the Foilers, the faux Oilers, which is good. I saw people wearing Oilers gear in the stands, and I couldn't tell if they were Titans fans trying to send a message or Texans fan trying to send a message. Even though it was at home, it was a Texans game at home. I hate seeing Titans fans wear the Oilers gear with a passion. There it is. I knew I heard my teammate. Nice shot. Now I watch at least 80% of the games each year. The Yankees affect how my day is going 162 days a year since 2017, for better or worse. No, it's fun to have a team, especially that you love that much. And Baseball's just a hell of a commitment, though. I know when I was deep in the Astros from like the early 2000 to 2005, I saw so many games. I knew the pitching rotation, every player, how many home runs they had. Like, I knew I was watching and going, well, if this plays out this way, we'll probably pinch hit here for such and such. Like, I knew it all. Now, no. Yeah, Jason for $7 and his Orioles. He's hardcore. No, I had just gotten the boost. Yeah, I'm happy for you that you got a team and a good one. Judge put on a hell of a season. Yeah, Red Ranger, or you could, but it's so expensive. Like, oh, I almost stuffed that back. I didn't have enough boost to get up high. Yeah, I had a feeling both of my teammates were down here. We can't have that. I love baseball. Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, Tanner, I see. I don't know. I don't understand why though. Like, if you got a Twitter account, why would it be Yankees only? Why don't you tweet about other stuff you like? I found that interesting. I'm like, if you were trying to build a following of Yankees followers, then I understand it, but I'm not quite sure why you wouldn't use it for other stuff. Good stop. Oh, you turds. Oh, you don't tweet. Okay, gotcha. It's just about what you consume. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's a great news source. All right, last one after this. We won, so I'll pay out some points. Tanner, I don't know if you were interested, but I got my boarding passes up for sale. Each one comes with a sticker on there. They're 5 inches wide by 2 inches tall. If you order one, they're $8, and they come with 2 free NFTs, NU logo and a hoot. If you order both, $14. You get 5 free NFTs because there's another bonus. And those will arriving to me tomorrow, according to the tracking. So I'll be getting those out like into this week. So everybody will have them pretty quickly. I'm going to start working on the envelopes tomorrow morning, so they're ready to go. If y'all know anybody in the NU community that hadn't been around in a while that you might tell about it, or if you wouldn't mind sharing it, I would appreciate it, but I understand if you don't want to put that on your socials. Oh, boy, they're both good teams. I feel like the Eagles might lose first. Oh, yeah, I saw Emo Go-Go talking about that, Callard. That set looks good. That set looks really good. Oh, the camera's all jittery. Yeah, I don't want them to, Misty, but I feel like just watching them, I feel like they have a better chance of losing. I mean, sorry. Not saying your team sucks. Nothing like that. Only if they play the Texans will I say that. Oh yeah, I'm going in 20-something days to go watch the Texans play the Seahawks Monday Night Football here in Seattle. I'm excited about that. Really excited about that. I wish I had a better Texans jersey. I've outgrown most of mine, but oh, thank you, Tanner. Awesome. Awesome. I did not look at all the names. I just blindly sent out emails earlier today, but you probably got the email already. If you just ordered today, I'll send out those emails like this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Just did. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I was in front of the ball. There wasn't much I could do. But I like the jump to try to like mess with the other team and make them think I can have it. Come on, teammate. The armed penguino? Is that what that says? pretty funny. I'm just thinking of a little mobster penguin. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Good defense. Aw, teammates! You can see me, man! When will people learn? I put in a sweet pass, but you're too far up my tailpipe. You can see what I can see. And that is there's no need to be in the same spot I'm at. I tried to get the boost and that did not work. Get out of my tailpipe. I ain't falling for no banana in the tailpipe. I have a Texans t-shirt that I picked up from the stadium while I was at Houston a few years ago. Oh, yeah. I think you said that before. That's cool. I have plenty of Texans gear. I just don't have a good jersey right now. Like, I have an old Arian Foster jersey that's just a little too snug. I have a great Andre Johnson jersey that unfortunately is way too small now. The battle red, too. I love it. I guess I could unframe my signed Brian Cushing jersey. It's all framed. I spent a lot of money to frame it. Oh, right where it is. Oh, man. Foster was amazing. I loved watching that guy play. Monster. And he floated. Like, this is one of the coolest running backs to watch. But just, fire went out too soon on that one. Rare that a running back has a long, long life. Or not life, but playtime in the NFL. Career. There we go. Somebody was finally there to pick up a pass. Oh, no, I just moved up. Son of a biscuit. Oh, Nadu, if I wanted a good one, $200 and something. If I wanted a cheap, simple one, $100 and something. If I wanted a really cheap knockoff one, $50 to $75. But I'm not spending that kind of money on that. I'll wait. That's the kind of thing you spend when you're better off in life with your income and your disposable income. Well, exactly, Tanner. I mean, you know, in this day and age, giving up is definitely an option. Oh, if I rotated the other way, I had that. Scooped it right over me and in the goal. What a great shot. Now, I got plenty of sweatshirts and shirts and stuff I can wear to the game. Did he, Callard? I didn't even see that. That's a shame because he's a really good quarterback. Played that one right. God, just a bit outside. Ah, he tried. He really tried for that set. That pass. I know nobody's playing defense, but we're down 3-0. Doesn't really matter. Ball just slowed down to a crawl. There you go. Come on, teammate. Come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Was halfway in. Oh, that's game. Casey was beating up on them, and he claimed he had a hamstring injury in the third quarter. I mean, did he? He could have. I'm playing it out. Oh, we got this guy. Yeah, if I can't win, I'm going to just shoot on my own goal. Child. Just be thankful that the jersey doesn't change every year like soccer. Imagine having to buy the new jersey design for the new season. I mean, I wonder how much a... Yes, that's annoying, but I wonder how much a new soccer jersey is compared to a... Because those are like thinner. I bet they're still expensive, but not as expensive as a $200 Texans jersey, I doubt. Tyreek Hill got his knee destroyed. Oh, I saw that. Oh. I don't know what that was about, though. Why was he smiling and waving? Sometimes when people get hurt, they do weird things, right? Like, was that an emotional response, or was he just saying, like, I don't have to play for y'all anymore. I don't care. I don't know. The soccer jerseys? I hope not. I hope they don't get to 200. He's crazy. Well, I guess that could answer why. Happy to be out. You think that's why he did it? Yeah, I guess it's possible. Okay, I got to get out of here before the thing freezes completely. So let me give you guys some more Sully bucks before we do a raid. 100 for everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. I'll be back on Friday here. Wait. Yes, I'll be back on Friday here. Tomorrow and Thursday, I'll be on Whatnot. I would really appreciate if anybody's willing to give me a follow on Whatnot if you've not already, and bookmark the upcoming streams. Also, have a look and see what there is in my shop. If there's anything you're interested in and you'd like to bundle a few items, you're willing to make me an offer on something. I don't know, we have any questions? I'm happy to help everybody answer your questions as quick as I can, and try to get those sales going, because that helps me be able to afford this New York trip and stuff. Let me see who I can find on. It's really trying to crash right now. Look how jittery it is. Stupid computer. I was so happy to have it, and it's just been with these streams. I don't know what the deal is, man. I'm not logged in. I'm going to need to put the code in. Yeah, I prefer, honestly, not a player name on there. I kind of like to keep it so in case a player gets traded or is out or ends up doing something stupid like Deshaun Watson. You don't really want to roll around with his name on there. I did get Kelly got me a Kraken jersey, and I just have Sully and number 5 on the back.
You already a good one. You talking about like a pro? Like college. Oh, college. Yeah.
Kai's on. Twitchy Tides is on. Villa Malapert is on. Las Vegas Ape, Kate, Dotto, Cypher, Winnie the Pooh. I feel like it's been a minute since we raided Villa Malapert. She's playing Spirit of the North, and she's continuing her subathon. So let's send some love over her way. If you guys like horror, you're going to the right place. That's HORROR. I'm not calling her names. If you want to go over and hang out with her, please do. You'll have a good time. She's hilarious. I already gave you some points. Let's get a raid going. If the Peacemaker was their mascot, that'd be funny. Yankees jersey with a name on the back is sacrilege. Oh, yeah, they don't do that. They don't do that. Only by retired players and legends. Yeah, I would get a J.J. Watt jersey, happily. That would be cool. But I'm not going to get a Hopkins, or not Hopkins, Stroud, or Schultz, or Chubb. I'm not going to get one of those. Don't take that the wrong way. All right, here we go. We're going to raid over Villa Malapert. You guys go have a good time. I got to go take care of the dog and get something to eat. So remember to wash your hands, check on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. Go hang out with Villa Malapert and have a great afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow on Whatnot.
Oh, the music changed. It's nice.
Here we go.
Not scary music anymore.